All right, just press live.
Let's see.
It looks like it's playing all right. Does it sound okay?
Everything sounds good on my end. I can hear like something in the background.
Yeah.
Good. All right, well, let's do it then.
Let's do it. You want me and Preston to do the theme music? We'll let Danny beatbox.
I can't see. I ain't doing that shit.
I'm even got it in HD for you guys. All right.
Woo!
HD.
Now you just gotta get that 4K.
Yeah, you just gotta get that Ultra HD.
I don't think any of the streaming platforms have that ability yet. Hell, Twitch
I
is still 720. They haven't even gotten to 1080 yet.
think
But
YouTube might
is
have it.
shit.
I think I think you have to be a Twitch partner to get access to think. Stupid.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's dumb.
Twitch partner,
Okay, yeah,
man.
it looks like we are good. All right, looks like we are fucking good.
Me and Preston are down late.
Uh,
See? Where's the intro right
no
there?
video, y'all, but we got the beat. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the platform. It's the platform. Platform. We're the platform. 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 It's the platform. It's the platform. It's the platform. It's the platform. Platform. It's the platform. Platform. It's the platform. Platform. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the platform, the latest CPT time motherfucking podcast on the internet. And we want to thank everybody for watching. We kind of do a little little bit different today because Firefox is being a straight bitch. So we have to kind of find a way to.
2 hours late, man. What you talking about?
I know, but it's Firefox fault. Fuck them. All right. So we always do our introductions from left to right. Let's go ahead and start with Terry. Go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
All right. Hello, everybody. It's Cool Cat here. Hope you guys are having a great day. Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way, to everybody. Hope you guys all stay safe and have fun and all that good stuff. But I have been playing. I started Mafia 3, and I've just been playing Horizon as well. I've been working on.
Okay. All right. Next up, we got the real one. Eddie, go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
What's up? This is Eddie. I'm playing near Automato, whatever they want to call it. It's actually pretty interesting. Yeah, I can never say that last part, so fuck it.
You
murdered that shit. You murdered
He
shit.
murdered that shit. He killed. He Dextered that shit.
Straight death to this shit.
He
Surprise,
Dextered
motherfucker. But yeah, I'm playing near. I beat Horizon Zero Dawn, but I didn't want to play near until I beat that, and I'll be jumping on the bandwagon for Mass Effect Andromeda next week, day one. Um, fuck what everybody else is saying about it right now, because you
it.
guys do not control my opinion.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. Next up, we got Big Mike. Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Big Mike here. I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and I've been playing a little bit of Mass Effect Andromeda.
Wait, say it again. Mike.
Andromeda.
Andromeda.
Wait a minute.
Andromeda.
Oh
He
shit!
just did. He definitely.
Yeah.
Oh
That
wait.
shit was
We got another one. We got another one. Mike, what's that free-to-play game that you're gonna be playing that is a ripoff of Overwatch? What's that one called?
Oh, Paladins.
What?
You can't say Paladin. Oh my god.
When you say Pilates, that's a
I don't know
workout.
what's going on with Mike right
Exactly. Thank you, Eddie. That shit's a workout.
now. Oh shit! That motherfucker sound like stuff.
Hey. I've been sipping on my scissors already. I got 2 green beers down on me.
All
Look,
right.
Mike said he been sipping on scissors.
That's right.
Yeah. Dog.
I mean,
All right.
I can take it way back. I'm drinking that crunk juice.
Oh my
Oh, jeez.
god. Oh my god.
Cole, you stupid.
All right. All right. Next up, we got Preston, the Super Troll. Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
What's up? I'm Preston. I just beat Horizon. I'm playing The Order to pass some time. I've been playing Mass Effect on EA Access, and I'm about to start Near.
Okay, so you're about to start near. Okay. All right. All right.
You
All
Yeah,
see,
I
you didn't
got.
want to say the rest of it.
right.
Yeah, he said himself. He's like, fuck that shit.
Isn't it Automata?
Ain't that what I said?
Yeah,
Near
automata. Yeah,
Automata.
you said I'm a Namato or something. Yeah,
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 you did. You did. That was something weird. That was like nowhere close. Nowhere close. Oh, good.
Okay. What's up? What's up, everybody? My name is Danny. I'm one of the hosts here at the platform, and I've been playing Mass Effect 3. I tried to go back to that a little bit just to kind of like get my Mass Effect bearings going before I get the new one. And to believe it or not, a little bit of Conan, Dick's Physics.
Man,
Hashtag Dick's Physics 2017. Uh, so
Yeah,
I've
I'm
been playing
kind
a
of
little bit of that.
I'm kind of sad that I can't do it on the Xbox version. I won't have no dick
Nope, Xbox.
physics.
Yeah, Xbox version censored.
Kind of pissed me off. I
man,
want to
Yeah,
run around with a big dick and just let it fly.
They're family oriented over there, okay?
man, Paul.
super dick physics. But
I actually just finished. I did another playthrough of Mass Effect 2, and I did it on Insanity. I just beat that on Wednesday.
really, yeah.
Yeah,
See, that's why I'm
it
going
was
through three
good.
because
It
it's
was
like
like, oh my gosh, I
The
ended up
rage.
playing as a soldier class. Made it that much harder.
I had to rebuy Mass Effect 3. I thought I had it, but they had it on sale for like $2 on Origin stores. I was like, fuck it. two
$2, yeah,
dollars for the
grab it. It's a
yeah,
great
two
game.
bucks and you get the N7 edition or whatever, the deluxe edition. It's got all the real ending that was sold and all that shit. So
So wait a minute. A used not copy, but a used, not used, but an old version of Mass Effect 3 on Origin was $2.
it's two
But
dollars, yes.
if you want to play a backwards compatible version of Street Fighter 4 on the Xbox One right now, you'll be paying $20 if you don't.
Damn right.
Mm. Yeah. That's the conversation we'll have towards segment 3. I have that listed. So yeah, we'll get to it. I know you chopping at the bits right now. Yeah, I understand. But I want to get to the more emotional part of the week. Let's start off with PlayStation Now. I know you guys heard of this. PlayStation Now is offering, soon to offer PS4 games on PlayStation
Mm.
Now to be played on PC. And a lot of people got. I mean, you would have thought people needed a fucking hug and a napkin after how emotional people got about this shit. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think this offer dooms the PS4?
No.
No.
Not at all.
What
You
about you?
want to know
What you
why?
think, Preston? Eddie, what you think? What you think?
They have way too much to fix with PlayStation Now until I would even say it's a good alternative.
I don't even think it's about fixing it. I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, nobody plays PlayStation Now. Just a handful of people, very small handful. As far as PS4 games going to PlayStation Now, you should have known that it's something that everybody was thinking it was going to happen in the beginning, but Sony held off on it. By them holding off, they're seeing that, hey, we're not making no money back from when we acquired Gaikai from the beginning. let's go ahead and implement PS4 games. Which PS4 games? Even if they put the new PS4 games day one on PlayStation Now, it's still not gonna hurt it. Why? Because the price is too high to play it. The damn quality isn't gonna be as good as it should be. So it's not gonna affect it. It's not gonna do shit.
See,
Well, here's the thing.
I
Here's the
actually
thing too. Is
don't.
you can't. Well, I was gonna say you can't change the graphics settings. It's not like a PC version of a PS4 game is coming
Exactly.
out. It's going to be a preset, console version that's just streamed to a PC.
Hmm.
And when you talk to a lot of PC gamers about this, it's a lot of meh, a lot of non-care. Like PC gamers are kind of like, okay, all right, whatever. There's really like no discussion, but the console guys,
It's only
man,
see, no, it's
these
only the trolling.
dudes,
The
It's
fanboys
only
care too
yeah,
much.
it's
the
the trolling.
fanboys, they are just like, now who's laughing at, Xbox, yeah, both don't have exclusive. I'm like, really? You arguing if these games are considered exclusive or not? Get the fuck out of here.
See,
They're still
someone.
technically PlayStation. You're
They're
just
still
getting it through another
exclusive.
service for PlayStation. Just
No,
because
no, no.
that's just
These
stupid.
See,
these
see,
fools
someone.
actually think that it's going to be ran through
Go ahead and talk. I'll
a
be right back.
universal Windows platform, whatever that is. They think it's coming to that or Steam. They think the PS4 game. I ain't gonna say they thinking, but this is what they're saying just to try to trigger other fanboys. And the thing is, you need to stop being stupid for a minute.
Where's that
They
button at?
they're
Cole, you
saying
stupid.
they're saying that it's gonna run on the Windows Store, which means it can go on to Xbox.
No,
That would
no,
make
And
more sense.
that's not how it's gonna work. It can Windows PC is the OS on the PC. It's gonna
yes.
run on the OS. That's all it
Hmm.
is.
I would
It
assume they
doesn't.
would just have an app, a PS Now
Yeah,
app, and you would just go
it's
They
to
do
the
have.
app, just
that's
like
what
you
it's
would
Yeah.
go
gonna
to
be.
like Origin or
Yep,
Ubisoft and play their shit. You would just go to the PS Now app and play your shit.
yep.
Right.
And PlayStation Now has been on Samsung TVs for a long time until they took it off.
It's
You
gonna
could just
be
own a TV. You didn't even have to own a PlayStation 3. You could have just
yeah.
Yeah.
owned the TV. The problem is you're locked at 720p, and it doesn't matter if you have good internet or not. It's gonna lag. There's so much
Oh
input
It's
god.
lag.
just so much
It's
input.
not even
Plus,
crazy because
I mean,
it's streaming. That's the only issue with I have with the service. I don't care about the price. $20 a month to me is not bad. You got 500 games. 500 games for $20 a month is not a bad deal, in
See,
my
no.
opinion.
to me, I
I mean,
disagree.
People are willing to pay $10 for 100 games, but
I
See,
mean,
500 games is too much for $20. Come on.
this is what it boils down to. They want you got the Xbox guys, the Xbox fanatics, these fucking idiots that we laugh at every day. They need something to compare Xbox Game Pass, whatever that shit is, because they know that Microsoft is really heavily leaning on the PC side, and now they know okay,
well, it's Microsoft
true,
shit, so they're gonna have to
yeah, is
lean.
they shit. Yeah, they it's like this is what they don't get. Microsoft was a PC is a PC first company.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's PC first. The Xbox is like a hobby to them.
The
And
Xbox only exists because they created it so they can offset the money that PlayStation was taking away from PC.
yeah, yeah. So they
They
get
were
it right.
trying to gain back money from in the console market to offset what they were losing from the consoles.
Well, yeah, because at that time, PC isn't like what it is now. So, it was that demand wasn't the same when they had
Yeah,
that problem. You know what I'm saying?
it's
Like now
And
it's a different
now,
beast altogether. But
yeah,
it's one
the
thing I can
Xbox isn't
understand.
selling as well as they want it to, so they're using the PC to help offset the money they think
I
they
mean,
should be making. Which
It's
I don't
it's
have a problem with. That's their prerogative. I mean, their
I
it's
mean,
business.
you guys game on PS4 a lot. I mean, is this something that like when you saw that announcement, did you like shit on yourself, or were you just like
no,
whatever?
No.
They
I
announced
kept
it when the
scrolling.
service was announced.
I kept scrolling until I found something that that interests me because PS Now is not nothing. It's something I need to clear up real quick though. I was on the throwdown a few weeks ago,
Okay.
and I was hyper excited because I mean that's like one of my favorite podcasts besides this one and the Gamer Couch. But I was talking about PC, and I slipped and I said the wrong thing. What I meant to say was PC gaming wasn't too involved in like everything else until the beginning of last generation. That's when PC gaming started being big because of the um the video cards and stuff. God dog,
Yeah,
man.
Nvidia and
Yeah,
AMD stepped up their
yeah.
games.
Before last generation, PC gaming really wasn't all of that. Not it wasn't big like it is now because the graphic cards and stuff, the graphics on games weren't too hot. And graphics back then, graphics was really a major push, and it's going to continue to be a major push. But gameplay and ideas and artistic visions is now mixing it all in with everything. I just
The
needed to
thing about
clear that
PC
up.
gamers though is frame rates. And I think that's the main draw of certain things like when you say towards the end or beginning of like PS3 Xbox 360, I would say yeah, that could be a correct estimate of when it first started, because at that time it was always okay, can we make these graphics that are on these boxes better? And PC kind of stepped up. They were like, well, yeah, we can take advantage of whatever software they develop, and we can do this, better frame rates, resolution is higher. So, and people started looking at that, during, I would say, yeah, you're right, probably beginning of that PS3 Xbox era. And, it got bigger ever since because it's just word of mouth, people comparing the games, these websites are, doing graphics comparisons, and people just kind of got excited about it.
Yeah,
But with the PS Now shit, it's like I looked at it. I went myself and I said, you know what? I'm gonna check out PS Now and just see kind of like what it's really about. And there's nothing that anybody should be fucking worried about. Like really, like
exactly.
the PC gamers literally scroll past it. PlayStation 4 gamers were like,
They're
what?
like,
Like
man,
they didn't even hear the shit. Like it was nothing. A lot of these Xbox guys, they jumped on that. They were just like, now who's laughing? And what do you mean exclusives? No, there's no more word exclusives. And I'm like, yes, there is. I mean, it really is considered a PlayStation exclusive. You can only play it on PS Now. You can't fucking change the game the way you want it. It,
hmm
it plays, and you got to buy. It said it supports Xbox controllers, but it also said that it was best played with the PS4 controller. So you got to buy that shit. It's another controller that PC gamers would have to add. Most PC gamers play with a 360 or Xbox controller, but to add that PlayStation controller would just be like, fuck, now I got a keyboard, Xbox controller, PlayStation controller. It just seems like a lot. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like a lot.
my other big beef about that also is I did the trial for it. It was all right. Like I said, it's all right, but it
Just
should be
they got kinks to
it,
fix.
it should be record. It should be included into your PlayStation Plus if you have PlayStation Plus.
It really
That's
Just
should. It should just be like
it.
a perk.
It should be a
that
perk.
PlayStation Now and Game Pass both should be connected to your account. You're paying for this big service. They should just add it, even if they added like $5-10 tier to
Right.
PlayStation Plus or Gold. I would pay it. I mean, I
I
could go
mean,
back and just play whatever I want.
have you guys have been sucked into an emotional argument with a motherfucker about this?
No,
Like,
No.
I haven't.
so
No,
you avoided the confrontation.
I thought it was dumb. I saw.
Uh,
I saw. I saw the shit was going on in groups and shit, and everybody's just going ape shit about it.
no,
It
I
was
just
dumb.
said what
It
I
was
had to
dumb.
say. Yeah, I just said what I had to say about it.
Oh,
I
you
said
got into
it.
it with somebody in
Someone,
person?
someone well, I didn't get into anything with people. Someone asked me if I could play all my PS4 games on PC. Would I get rid of my PS4, or just not buy PlayStation no more? I flat out said if I could download and buy the games on PC, where I can control what I can do with the game, I won't buy a PlayStation. I could just build me a
Because what's the point?
PC. I don't need an Xbox. I won't need a PlayStation.
Right.
Like Xbox already allows me to buy all my games on PC and control somewhat. I mean, Windows is still kind of a growing platform because
It just
they
depends
got
on
a
the
lot of
fuck.
yeah, they got a lot of shit to fix still, but
Because
they're
like Gears
working
of
on
War, they
it.
gave you a lot of options, but then you look at like what was that other game that came out?
Quantum
Record.
Break.
Yeah, Quantum Break and Record. It was some options, but it wasn't as much as like PC gamers would expect. So it's just kind of like there was really nothing there, honestly, other than getting getting access to an actual PC port, not just a streaming version of it.
Yeah, that's
Um,
my whole thing is if they could buy it and just own it, I wouldn't. I would say that's kind of like you're losing the exclusiveness right there.
Right.
When you can actually
it is.
buy something and own it, you have possession of it. PlayStation Now is basically you. GameFly has a streaming service.
Hmm.
Right,
Stream
you can
shit from
play them all
there.
you want. You don't own them. They're all controlled on a server or cloud or whatever. Uh,
See,
and
what would be cool is if they could add Destiny or something to it, and PC players
they
could
can
play
play the
Destiny.
yeah, like PC players can play Destiny and shit. Use keyboard and mice and shit.
See, right.
See, they wouldn't be able to do that on the Xbox Game Pass because it's not built for PC.
And see, right there, what you just said there, Preston. I don't think that would work, especially if you're doing PlayStation Now, because
You,
you're streaming the game, so you have to have like super fast internet because you're streaming the game, and then you're on top of that streaming on with other friends to play the game.
Right, so
So if
you're
you're,
definitely
yeah.
losing frames.
but,
You're losing all of that. And like I said, I'm just speaking from experience. There's certain
Don't worry
things,
about
certain aspects of online gaming that we look for, like as far as speed of the server, the frames. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're playing like high-paced shooters and shit like that, you want your frames to be high. And could you imagine, going from okay 1080p 60 FPS to 720 at 30, on a shooter, and it's like I just can't fucking see that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see how that would like blow, PlayStation shit out the water. I mean, really, honestly, this is just throwing PC a bone. I mean, it's not really,
It's
affecting
extra
anything
money.
on a PS. Yeah, it's just all it is okay. We want to reach out to the PC platform, but we want to still keep PlayStation money, and that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? You let us get a taste. We pay the monthly fee, and there's that. I mean, it's not gonna take away from the PS4. It's not like people are like, oh fuck PS4, I'm gonna buy a PC just to stream at 720. It's not fucking going down like that. It's just
no,
not. So I don't see how these dudes got real emotional. I mean, like all week, like even in the room, in fucking other rooms, there were dudes had a whole post like, ha ha ha, Xbox, and it's just like, I know you ain't getting no pussy. I know you ain't. You can't be. You can't be. Not with no motherfucking attitude like that. You
Daniel,
can't be. You know what I'm saying? And if you a lady doing that, you ain't getting no pussy either, or no dick. You know what I'm saying? You just bullshit right now. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, outside of Preston, it because I kind of got dragged into one too. But outside of me and Preston, did you guys get into any type of conversation about it?
No, I didn't get into anything. To me, it's just a thing where PlayStation fans are gonna stick to the PlayStation. If they want now, they'll get now. And having PS Now available on PC is just an outlet for PlayStation to increase their market base to get a little bit more play their stuff that don't have access to a PlayStation or don't want a console. Now they have
They're
access to it, but I mean,
they're trying
it's
to
not
make
gonna hurt
PlayStation
anything.
Now profitable.
They're just it's not gonna hurt anything. People are still gonna be loyal to the PlayStation if they're PlayStation fans. This is not gonna like kill the console or anything like that. People are gonna still have this system. Just
When I tell you that nobody will be talking about this shit next week, like this shit will be a memory. Like no
now,
one will give a fuck
now
about that. I
we
guarantee
have a
you.
question in the group if we can answer it.
Go.
Tristan said, "Is PlayStation Now allowing you to keep the game for longer than 30 days?" Though she
You
goes,
don't
I,
keep the
PlayStation
game
Now,
at
you can just
all.
yeah,
It's just
you just
streaming
play
it.
it to beat it, and then you can just swap it. So it's not like I think Mike, you had posted up a story like GameStop's like summer pass where you can like
yes,
the game. It's not like that. It's more so you just play it. I mean, hell, you could just have that same game in your queue for eternity as long as you have the service. So
Yeah,
it's
unless
not
they get
really
rid
like
of
you
it.
get the game. Yeah, yeah, unless they get rid of the service altogether. But as long as as long as you pay that PS Now fee,
I think it's $20 a
you'll just
month.
get access to the game. You just play it. Yeah, you can just play. You can constantly play it. You can play it all year. You can have it for 3 years. It don't matter. As long as you got that service, it can be streamed.
Right.
Which is kind of cool because it's like you may have kind of like that drought. You know how sometimes game releases have that drought and there's like nothing out, and then you can go, oh, okay, I remember there was some shit on the PS4 I kind of wanted to play, a few
Hmm.
months ago that I missed out on.
Right.
You may want to go check it out, but other than that, I can't see it being like this console killing thing where PlayStation now has to, give up on PlayStation 4 and focus on PC. I mean, that shit is not happening at all.
And
Especially with the PS4 Pro and it's 4K and all that shit. It's just not happening.
and speaking on the GameStop thing, that's not a bad. It's not a bad sale if they actually go with the thing. Me and Preston were talking about it. It's
I
not
think
bad.
it's perfect for people who are off for the summer, like teenagers. They're off for school. Their parents say, "Oh, $100. I can just pay $100, and they can go get whatever games they want all summer."
Right, used.
Right.
They'll play through games like 4, 5, 6 days. They'll beat a game.
Yeah, because
You know what I
you can
mean?
think about it. It's not like you're gonna play that one game all summer. Because I saw somebody comment and say, "Well, what the fuck? $99 for one game all summer." I'm like, you literally did not read the fucking post.
They did
My,
not read that.
That you could, yeah, you could bring any games back. You could swap them
Right.
out at any time. And those young dudes, man, they
it's
pump that shit out. 2 3
it's
days is
I
beat.
remember that. And I remember that
it's
guy writing that. He goes, I don't play you. I only play one game, certain type of game. He goes, I play my JRPGs and RPGs. He goes, like, it would be no use for me. I was like, well, then
Then
don't do
don't
it.
get it. But
Don't
yeah,
get it. It ain't for
Exactly.
you. It's for that
GameStop
motherfucker
sells
that want to
that
play
though.
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're able to churn the games out, then it's going to be worth it.
Exactly.
If you take a couple weeks or more to play through a game, and then don't do it. Because like for me personally, $100 for like 3 or 4 months, because that's all. Remember, it's only for summer. Okay, so you're thinking like
Right.
a 4 month span. You're paying $100 to rent as many games as you want or whatever within a 4 month span. For me, I wouldn't get through enough games for that to be worth it to me, because I play a game to the completion and it takes me several weeks, because I'm lucky if I get to play the game once a week, because I have to jump around so much. So it wouldn't be profitable for me to do that. I would just be throwing
Right.
money away. But if
Yeah,
you are someone like Preston says, where you're not doing anything but just playing games, and your parents, because I guarantee those teenagers aren't going to be dishing that out. If their parents are willing to throw $100 towards them to
that's why I
just
said the
to just be
parents.
couch potatoes and whatever, then I guess go for it. But personally, go get your ass some jobs, man. Learn some
Yeah,
responsibility. I mean, come
I
on.
kind of thought about this too because I'm thinking like, okay, it's any used game. Now there's a lot of games that don't get returned or like they have really low like used availability numbers, like Grand Theft Auto and those type of games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hmm.
but
And
there's also like 20 different GameStops.
Right.
Like there's
that's true.
GameStops
That's true.
everywhere. You can
There
go
That's
to
true.
there
any
are
Like I
game.
said,
places that don't have them though.
I just wonder about the availability. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like
Yeah,
I
I
have them
say
too. So
I say the
yeah, it's
availability
just
be like
weird.
decent because now I've had GameFly and I've had
but
GameFly, but with the
the
GameFly
problem,
availability, like you said, you go rent Grand Theft Auto on GameFly, and I've tried it. That
You'll never get
availability,
it.
you're never going to get it because everybody's
Right.
playing.
You're never gonna get it,
Everybody,
man.
brothers and sisters are
Never
playing
get
that,
it.
and you're not going to get it.
Because when people get that game off GameFly, they keep it. They don't give it. They
Exactly.
don't send
Right.
it back.
Right.
see
Now I
the
think about
problem, the only problem I see is if a lot of people have this service, all the used games are gonna be gone.
that.
Like
I
if
don't
20 people
know.
got
Yeah,
it,
because
there's gonna
cause
be
that was my thought. That it's just like it's like all the used games are rented out. So then when they try to sell them, it's like, hey, I want that used copy of Shitface, too. It's
Shit
like,
face.
okay, well, we don't have that in because it's being rented out by 500 people that go to the store. That was just kind of my thought
Mhm.
process on it.
I do
I
find it
think it's not even a
ironic
good
that
idea. It's just
I find it
availability.
ironic that they announced this right after they ended the Circle of Life program.
Oh, that shit, you already know, man. That Circle of Life program was AIDS. But yeah,
There's
they had that shit was sketchy as fuck.
there's
And see,
some.
like
Go ahead.
I was saying, the other good part about it is, uh, the last game that when the thing ends, you get to keep that game.
Yeah, you get to keep it, which is kind of cool because it's like, all right, fuck it, I don't have to
You
return
better
this
make sure
one.
you're paying attention what one you have. The last thing you want
Hell
is to be
yeah.
like sitting on some like $2 game that like
You're like, fuck, I
Sit
screw
tried
on-
Power
yourself
Rangers
over.
my last game.
Be
Power
sitting
Rangers
on
my last game.
ReCore.
Yeah,
Instead, you could get Gears of War instead.
right. You're like, fuck, I still got Barbie's Adventure and shit.
See, but that's the downside with this program though, is if you're getting pre-used games. If you're wasting your time renting the really, really cheap ones that aren't worth any money, you're just
That's your
blowing your
fault.
money away.
That's your
And the
fault.
other downside is if you have all these teenagers and young kids, renting all these games. Now the GameStop has to take into effect that a lot of these games might be coming back damaged now because you have all these kids just running through them real quick, so they're probably getting beat the hell up. So now, if as a consumer, you need to be checking that shit to make sure they're not giving you a scratched up disc because they might be churning these in and out so quickly they might not even care to even look anymore.
Right.
That's true. You get back to the crib and fucking Barbie's Adventure won't load. You mad than a motherfucker. You're like, fuck. Now I gotta go back down to GameStop and get another copy. And then when you go back to GameStop, they tell you, oh, well, all the Barbie Adventures are rented out. That was our last copy. You know what I'm saying? You just be so fucking shitty. I was when you posted that story, I thought about that because I was thinking that was kind of like in the same conversation with
So yeah,
PS Now, and I was just like,
there's pros and cons to it. I mean,
Mhm.
like I said, it's a perfect service for the people who have all the free time in the world to do it. See, I'm the
I think
type
they
of
should
guy.
do it. I think they should
I'm
do it.
I'm the type of guy who I like to own everything I play. I'm
A lot of
possessive of
gamers are
my
like that.
owners.
Most gamers are like that. They want the physical copy, collector's edition, and need all the good shit.
That's what I was saying about the PlayStation Now stuff. If I could own all the games on PC, then yeah, I would just be a PC gamer. But
Because
until then, I can't do that.
I don't know. I just think that people were just blowing this shit just way out of proportion. It was just some fanboy shit that got big. Just because of the announcement and
And
how the
like
comments were.
most of the hate for this GameStop thing is because people hate GameStop.
Well, yeah, because GameStop is a piece of shit. But
I understand that, but I mean, like, you gotta look at the service unbiased.
well, yeah.
It's
Like I said, even though I hate GameStop, I still think it is a good idea for them because it definitely could get some revenue flowing in because they need that shit.
I
But
think the price is a bit
I think it's a
steep,
good idea.
honestly. I think the
used
price is
games
steep,
is the
but
only way they stay open.
That's why I think they should do it for $79. I think
yeah,
it should be
because
like, yeah.
a GameFly membership
I
for
mean,
me, I'm paying about probably close to $80 within 4 months. And I can either sit on a game forever or I could, keep churning them out like these teenagers could do if they want to do it. But the fact that GameStop is making you to pay $100 to do the same thing, and it's just, I don't see it as worth it. They should have that price down more. The only, the
Well,
only, the only thing that's making
well,
it
'cause what is
seem
that
more
breakdown?
the
appetizing
problem
is the fact
the
that you can just drive to your store and get it now versus having to wait for it to come in the mail.
yeah, the
What is
problem
that
with
But but
GameFly is you
but
might not
GameFly has
never
a
get the
streaming.
game.
But GameFly has streaming now too. It's a new thing that they have where if you have the right TVs or whatever, you can now stream your games without having to worry about the mail thing. That's the new thing they're getting.
I have it on my TV
So
and
Like a
it's
flip.
I didn't see any good games
but
on there.
well,
Like
'cause it's still really really new, and not everybody has a TV that's compatible with it or all that
yeah,
nonsense either
it
yet.
kind of
But
reminds me of
still,
PlayStation
$100
Now.
for 4 months when I can just do GameFly for $80 for 4 months. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah,
But I
but
mean,
GameFly,
in that time frame, you might only get 4 games because they might not
right,
ever get the game you want.
well, you
right.
might
That's
not
the
get the
Well,
game you
issue.
want anyway through
I'm waiting for
GameFly or through
Near
GameStop because they'll
Automata. I'm
probably won't
waiting
have
for
any.
I
Mass
know,
Effect
but they're more
Andromeda.
likely
Like
to
you'll be
have
waiting for
something.
you'll pay 8 months worth of fucking fees before you get Mass Effect and shit. So I get how the GameStop one would kind of have a one up because, like you said, Terry, you can just go to the fucking store and get it. You don't have to wait till GameStop and there's a bunch of
But the thing
stores
is,
you can
if
choose.
everybody wants it, I guarantee you your GameStops are going to be out because they're only going to have so many copies. And so if everybody
For
wants
sure.
that game and they only have, let's say, 6 copies of that game, and there's like 100 or like 1,000 some people in your area that want to play that game, you're still going to be still waiting just like you would for GameFly.
And there
See,
was a
I'm lucky. I I have
No, it's
like
not.
12 GameStops within 6 miles of me.
Damn.
I've
It's,
shown in our chat for I have GameStops all around
Yeah,
me.
but you're in a major city, so even though you have 12 GameStops, you still have well over probably
Well,
50,000 people in that city. You still could
well,
run the same issue.
I live in Mesquite, which isn't really a big city in my opinion. I just live outside Dallas.
that's still pretty close to a big ass city.
I used to
It's
live
it's
in Garland, which was in
I
Zombie
still
Land,
think
but
regardless if you having more of the game stops available to you, I think you're still going to run into that issue because you have more stores doesn't mean those aren't going to be out as well because those
well,
are going to
yeah,
be in higher
GameStop,
population
Games,
areas.
GameStop makes more money off of big areas than they do the smaller areas.
It's true, but they still. I still think it's a good idea for them. I think it's something that it won't
The
crowd
cat,
their user space. I think it's still okay to do.
the
You
casual
know,
people will eat it up,
we'll eat it up. I mean, those
like
guys who
the.
just want to play the game for a few days, take it back and try something different.
Let me rephrase
That's
that: the casual people, not the casual people. We're casuals, but the casual
no, I'm not.
casual.
Who's a filthy casual?
I
I'm saying? I'm not a motherfucking filthy casual. I'm saying? Shit, I don't play motherfucking Wii Sports and then chill.
Wii
Shit.
Sports is awesome. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that ain't
That,
the only thing I play though. You know
that's
what I'm
like the
saying?
best bowling game that's ever been released.
Well, that's true though. We Sports. All right, bro, I got drunk off that shit. Fuck my TV up. All that. You right. You right. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. I don't just play Barbie's Adventure and fucking sit back. Okay.
But
I'm not a fucking casual. None of us are casuals. Maybe Eugene.
his
But
Street
not
Fighter
none.
ness.
Just Street
He's been
Fighter
playing a
casual.
lot
That's
of different stuff lately though. He's been shelving the Street Fighter lately.
That's
it.
good. That's
That is a
good.
good thing.
Okay. All right.
We're
So
happy for him.
we are. Yay, Eugene. He
He's
made
grown up.
He's grown up. Hercules. I'm happy for him. All right, let's go right into our next segment here because we kind of got a general consensus that we don't give a fuck and people should calm down about PS now. Okay, another topic that we don't give a fuck about except me is Nintendo.
Oh,
Um,
I care. I own the Switch.
okay, all right,
I can give an opinion on it.
all right. Well, Nintendo, they've had this launch that they've done. You know, most launches they usually go without maybe some minor hiccups and shit. But Nintendo has had some fuck ups really though. The left Joy-Con. I know you guys heard about that.
I
Was
heard it.
like almost recalled, or I think it's still in the process of they're not sure if they're recalling it or not. But the left Joy-Con on the Nintendo Switch is having some problems. Preston, are you having problems with the left Joy-Con on your shit?
I wouldn't know because I don't take it out of the
Same here.
console itself.
Oh, so you don't never take it on the go and shit.
Well, I mean, like the Joy-Con being on the side of it shouldn't disconnect, should it? I mean, it's not being a wireless connection. It's
Well, they've
connected to the thing.
there's a lot of videos that I saw where it was connected, and they were playing Legend of Zelda, and they tried to move like left to right, and it was like a huge delay.
Hold on, let me
Uh,
ask my wife because my wife's the only one who plays it because it's a piece of shit. But
here we fucking go with the bullshit.
I haven't had that
nah,
problem.
I don't.
Here,
I don't hate the Switch.
Take me outside. How about that?
I
yeah,
have issues with it though.
I
Like
haven't had that problem.
I could give you the pros and cons of it like right now if you want it.
okay, so you haven't had the left Joy-Con issue. What about scratches on the unit, taking it in and out of the dock? Have you
That,
experienced that?
That screen gets dirty easily. I
Does it?
wouldn't be so. It's a piece of plastic. It's not glass. So I mean, it's not gonna be hard to
scratch
scratch
it.
that.
But me right there, I'm gonna call bullshit on that.
But
That's
mine's
why I'm calling it bullshit because it's people are careless. People are careless of putting their damn thing in the dock.
Think
well
about it. Who's the main
the
people
dog
playing on a
shouldn't have that
Nintendo? A
issue.
gosh dang child. So of course they're gonna be careless. They're gonna be like slamming that damn thing in there. Like I want my freaking Zelda now. Okay, they're
You
little
don't
Exactly.
even
kids.
you
My
don't even
kid
have to
Matthew.
slam it in there to have issues though. The way
What
they
you talking
designed
about?
it,
My kid that nephew right there when he first came down to play it.
The way
He
the
ripped
way
that
the
thing right out of the dock. He's like, snatch.
See,
He's
I'm
like,
telling
"What?"
you,
I was like,
freaking
slow
kids,
down,
man.
dude.
It
I
is
said,
like they
slow
don't
the
don't
fuck down.
appreciate that shit. They're not the one that has to buy it. Oh, they break it. Oh, mom, can I have a new one? I kind of broke this one. No.
I was like, slow down, dude. I said, slow down. He goes, why? What's wrong, Uncle Mike? I said, dude, that's a $300 system. I said, I don't have $300 to replace that shit. I
the
said,
dog is scratching it regardless how careful you are.
no.
Mike was
It's the design of the dog.
Be careful. Lord,
If it if it wasn't such a big issue, people wouldn't be trying to come up with ideas to cover up the dock already. The dock is an issue. The way they designed it, where you slide it in, there's these two pieces that stick out. If you're accidentally slightly to the left or slightly to the right on an accident, even if you're being careful, it's gonna scratch the screen. You're gonna scratch all up the side of your screen.
All I gotta say is if you can't hit the hole, then you got a problem there, Preston.
There's places online where you're having.
My God,
There's
Mike.
places online where. I mean, I think I hit the hole fine considering I had a kid.
Oh shit!
Could have been a fluke.
But the way they designed it, where they could just get rid of those two little lines and it would be fine. Because people have already created sleeves for the dock itself.
I see that, yeah. I've seen
So
people
I mean,
redneck.
so it's obviously there's an issue that it's not just people being careless.
Press.
I
You got me rolling. Dude. You said I got a kid.
I had no problem at all.
All right, but I get it. So now, like, I can't even get my trailer.
Mike,
And those
breathe,
are
man,
my
breathe.
issues.
So
I
on
still-
the unit itself, on your unit right now, Preston, do you have any scratches?
I wouldn't know because I haven't put it on the dock in like a week and a half.
Or what your wife been playing a lot
Do
of it?
you know what's do you want to know what my dock is doing right now? Is holding my papers. I put my mail in it.
This motherfucker.
It's literally a paperweight.
That's a.
What about you, Mike? What about you, Mike? Is yours got scratches on it?
It has no scratches on it, like I said.
And when you move it in and out of the dock, does it get dirty for you?
Not really.
He also doesn't leave the house with it that much. I'm just saying.
No, I've had to clean it like twice, like the screen off twice. That's because of my damn nephew eating pizza shit and like snack foods and sitting there playing with it. I'm like,
He would be motherfucking wrecked right now.
like,
I'm like,
God
you trying to
damn,
grab
I
my
said, damn,
motherfucking switch?
I was
And
like,
you got
goddamn.
pizza sauce? Get on your hands, motherfucker. You about to get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You about to call child services right motherfucking now because I'm wrecking you, dude. Wrecking you, man.
But I've had no problems with it since I've had the Switch. It's not bad. Like I said, I've seen people sitting there rednecking it. Like if you don't go buy the screen protector,
Wait, hold on.
Rednecking? Like,
That's what I'm saying. Go back.
rednecking it.
Go back. I need the definition of rednecking it now.
You want the definition? Well,
Yeah, I want the definition.
what's your definition of what the hell are you talking about?
What the
Like,
fuck?
I'm
are you
envisioning
talking
some
about?
guy taking the Switch, and some duct tape,
For example,
and like
people
hooking it up to
people
like
have
his
cut-
truck or something.
people have cut their dock.
Fucking gap in his tooth and shit. Like what the?
What he
fuck?
means by redneck is like people have cut the dock in half already, so they can just plug it in where there's nothing touching the screen.
I've
That's
seen that done.
rednecking it.
I've seen that done, or I've seen where they take like you've seen that little blue cloth, like microfiber cloth there, Preston. You can get like when you clean glasses and shit. I've seen
Yeah,
people
it came with my Zelda case.
yeah, I've seen people put the handkerchief or whatever you want to call that damn thing over half it so it won't get scratched either.
That's called rednecking it.
That's called rednecking.
I don't see putting the cloth on it as rednecking.
Well, if I said the other thing, there. Well, hold on.
Like I said, the rednecking part is cutting it in half and just taking off the whole front end of it. That's rednecking.
No, I'm just gonna say, if I said the other thing there, Danny, you would call me racist.
Oh shit! So you actually, he did a good thing here.
Well, he could have cheated and used the name Jerry instead. Jesus.
You should have just said it, rigged it up. Just I know what he wanted to say. He was
Yeah,
dying.
I know
to
what
say
he wanted to
No,
say too, but
You know he
instead
wanted
of
to say
going
it.
that
Look,
route, he could have just said like he could have gone the
his,
other route.
his lips turned into Trump hair and shit. He was getting ready to
His lips turned into
look at it. He was like, I'm getting ready to say it. They were.
I was
And
just
then he
going to say.
stopped himself. He said, hold up. I got to think about it.
I was going to say Afro engineering. That's what I was going to say. Afro engineering.
Afro
This motherfucker.
engineering. That's even worse. I think that's probably worse.
Cole, you stupid.
I can't even believe this motherfucker said that shit.
Afro engineer.
Hey, that's what my dad called it. That's what my dad
Look,
called it.
he
Afro.
beat around the
Lem-
bush.
Eddie.
let me grow a Jufro and I'll have it.
Afro
Did you hear this,
engineering.
Eddie?
Yeah, I mean, Mike is very creative. Cause Mike, look, all week I've been getting on Mike. All week I've been like, Mike, that's racist. That's racist. Mike. That's racist.
That's the way my dad raised me. I can't help it.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no, he's making up excuses.
Yeah, now you're making up excuses. Motherfucker, 88
You a
years
grown
old and
ass
shit.
man. You know how to
Right.
behave.
I've always
Blaming your
said, you know,
daddy.
I've
Wait a
always.
minute.
Cole,
You got, wait a minute.
you
Wait a minute.
stupid.
You got to give him credit for rednecking. You gotta give him credit.
Hey,
He was
he pulled a LeBron juke. He juked to the motherfucker. Let me say, I was gonna say net, and then I said redneck. He changed it. Oh shit, Mike, that was good.
So you boys don't know anything. So you boys don't know anything about rednecking.
I'm proud of
Couldn't you?
you,
Because
Mike.
I don't have a switch. I don't have a switch. But could you not just like put some felt on it so when you slide the thing in and out, it has a soft. Like,
Well,
cushion
Mike
between
has a screen protector on it,
Yeah.
so obviously he was scared of getting it scratched. He put a
I
screen
was.
protector.
So yes, I just put a screen protector on it today.
I tried putting one on it and it kept getting air bubbles and I gave up.
Mine's got air bubbles also. I'm thinking about jacking it off. Wait, I did
Jacking
not.
off?
Wait, hold on. Say what?
Oh my god.
Hold on.
That did not come out right. That did not come out right.
Expose.
Yeah, we have some comedy tonight.
He's gonna back off the switch. We have it on tape, dude. It's on fucking tape. You cannot
You can
retract
get the
Well, because of those air
abrasion.
bubbles.
Those air bubbles are popping.
He turned on by the bubbles. He's like, ooh, it's two bubbles together just like titties. And he instantly motherfucker pulled his shit out.
I couldn't even play the Switch with the bubbles on it, so I was like, I gave up. I just took the screen protector off.
See, that's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about taking off the screen protector.
That shit bugs the shit out of me when I'm playing the game and I'm like, fuck, air bubbles.
What about the charger port? I heard that the charger port was kind of odd. Like if you want to play the Switch while it's like being plug charged, not really in the dock. It's
Same
an
spot
odd
as your,
area, right?
it's in the same spot as your damn phone. I mean, I don't know what the big deal is about that.
Well, they were saying like the kickstand was getting like when you put it on the kickstand, it's like
Well,
directly
yeah.
under.
Well, I can understand that. Or when you're holding it, it's like being pushed into your dick, basically.
What?
Damn, Switch sexual little motherfucker. We got sexy bubbles.
For example, if you're
Jacking
holding
off.
the Switch in your hands, right, and you put it in your lap, the cord is being pushed straight down. That's what it's doing.
See, I don't have that problem. I don't use the cord.
He ain't gonna that's because it's deep. That's what it is. When you got a small D, it's like whatever.
See, I'm lucky because I don't have to charge it because my wife charges it because she's the one playing it.
Oh, I bet she charges it. I bet.
This
Terry's over
Terry's like, fuck
red.
this conversation.
I don't know what to do with you guys right now.
Because
Nah,
Mike,
but my wife's been playing Snipper Clips.
snipper clips. I heard that was all right though. I heard that was actually pretty fun and shit.
Yeah, I haven't played it with her because I said fuck
Yeah,
that.
I was watching a live stream of that game on IGN, and it actually looks like it's pretty interesting.
I was going to get it, and I was like, yeah, man, you can't play this with a fucking Pro Controller. Fuck that.
But
Yeah.
yes,
Oh, you can't play with the Pro Controller, really?
No, you can't play snipper clips with the pro controller.
What you gotta have? You just play with the Joy Cons and shit.
You
That's
gotta
it.
play with the damn Joy Cons. I was like, man, fuck that.
them things made for like my baby's hands. God damn, so fucking tiny.
I
Those
called that
things
out on that
are.
dang video. I did.
Yeah, when we watched that
I
stream, we were all like, "What the fuck?"
Fuck.
Those
yeah,
things look like little 2-year-olds are holding.
even today, my sister went and undid the Joy Cons on my Switch. She goes, man, that controller's small. I said, I'm telling you.
I said, everybody was so hyped during that dang announcement trailer. I was like, you realize no one's gonna be able to fit their hands on that little piece of trash.
She was like, Mike, you play this way? I said, no, I do not. I said, I leave the damn Joy Cons connected to the Switch.
Yep, same
And he
here.
jacks them off. We already know.
Because the first time I unpacked it and I took it out of the box, I was holding it and I'm like, the
Nope.
fuck?
You're like, nope.
Like, goddamn, I need Smurf hands to play with this shit.
Nintendo
I
made
said,
this.
like I
Nintendo
said,
made it for
Danny,
little kids, and the
like I
little
said,
kids are gonna fuck it up.
like I said, Danny, if you get one, keep it in the Switch and plus get a Pro controller.
I will, because I'm thinking about getting one, but then it's
Don't
like,
get one.
I would recommend waiting till fall to see what's going
I
on
kind
with
of
it.
wanted
Yeah,
to
that's
wait
what
on
I'm
it,
gonna
but
do.
then I heard some rumblings about God of War and coming out in 2017, and I
They're
know
I
you
tell you,
already
guys
dude,
stressed the fact. I know you guys said it could happen, and I'm thinking, fuck, it really could
they're
happen.
I'm gonna
advertising
tell
it
you why it could
already.
happen. I'm gonna
They're
tell you
already
why it could happen.
advertising it in Spain right now. Like they
They're
have billboards
advertising in
up.
Spain,
I saw that.
and I think it was last month or either the month before that. They already said it was playable from beginning to end. Now they're in the, I think the alpha stage. So
They're
you might
finishing
see
up
it.
some motion capture stuff, like the
Yeah.
So
lip syncing.
I'm just, like I said, I was gonna get it. I had
he's
some
like,
money issues and shit, so that
Think about it.
kept me from getting it right away. And then now, I'm kind of climbing back up, so I have a little bit of cash soon. But then it's like, do I really want to run out and grab, a Switch right away? Do I want to just wait, put that money to the side, maybe get a PS4 Pro when fucking God of War comes
dude,
out?
See,
It's
here's
like, do I want to do that shit? Do I want to go PlayStation now and just
I'm
wait
gonna
and go
tell you
ahead
what
and
you
spend
do. I'm gonna
money?
tell you
here's
what you do. I'm gonna
Fuck do
tell
I
you
here's
what
want
you
to
do,
do?
Danny. Hold on. This is what you do. You have a big argument with your wife. You go move back home with you go move back home with your mama for a few months. Buy every fucking thing you want to get, and then you go back to your wife and be like, "Baby, I'm sorry."
I'm sorry. I love you.
So go live the life of Riley for 3 months. Get my shit, come back, try to knock it out the box so I can make it up with my wife and get back in. I have my home back. I have the games. That sounds like a good ass plan.
Until she gets that bill, and then you're back over at your
Right,
mom's
right,
again.
right, right, right. It does. And then it's just I'm not doing that shit.
Man, you
uh,
already sleeping on the couch.
I'm not sleeping on the couch. I didn't fuck up. I'm not fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck it up.
I'm not motherfucking Joel who talks to Mike every day, but doesn't talk to motherfucking Terry, but once every other. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the motherfucking doghouse.
Shit, he was in the doghouse. That motherfucker was in the doghouse yesterday. He pissed off Terry.
all
Oh,
right.
see?
And he's across seas.
So,
And he's across seas.
all right, guys.
God damn.
So now,
See, the reason
let
I would say wait is none of the features are there yet.
I
Right.
The
know.
only thing you're gonna get Zelda, you're gonna beat Zelda, and then you're gonna be sitting there like, why the fuck do I have this thing?
So tell me this. So tell me this and be honest. The Switch should have held off at least 2 more months.
It
To
should have
fall.
released. It should have released in the fall.
To fall. When
I think they should
They
have
should have.
released with two big IPs instead of one.
They
That's how
sh-
I feel.
they
I feel
should
like they
have
should have had two.
for one. Mario should have been their launch
Mario,
title.
it should have been Mario and Legend of Zelda because Nintendo has a lot to prove. So I think they should have came out with two marquee first party franchises at start. It
The
should have
problem with
been
doing that is then
Legend
you
of
have a
Zelda
whole
and Mario.
year. You have a whole year of nothing after that. You
now,
have to
Yeah,
spread
but I
them
mean, you
apart.
got two big IPs like Mario and Legend of Zelda. You can kind
They
of get
wouldn't.
away
They
with
wouldn't
that.
have.
Especially with
They
how
wouldn't have enough
frequently
year.
turn out Mario games, I don't think you'd go a whole year.
right. Now,
You get you a few Mario parties. You
No,
get your
I
your
would say do Mario,
Mario Kart.
Mario and Legend of Zelda first, and then towards the end of the year release Pokemon. You're good.
Then you
You're
go
gonna
to
See,
be fucking
Capcom
golden
and
then.
you apologize to Capcom, be like, bring Rockman back, aka Mega Man. Then you go back to these other companies and you kiss their ass and you apologize to
You
them.
just
Be
make
like,
sure they got the dev kits. Make sure they got the fucking dev kits, and make sure that these developers understand the platform. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that
Now,
was the biggest complaint about a lot of developers in the third party support was because fuck, they didn't have the system. But you know what? I have noticed that a lot of developers have had this system for a couple of years, so it seems good in that aspect as far as Nintendo changing that thought process
it just
on giving you to letting develop.
the big ones won't do it because the power's not up to snuff.
Well, it just depends. I mean, we
I
really
mean,
don't know what we're working on right now. I know there's a lot of developers that
look
have.
at Mass Effect.
Yeah, Mass
The,
Effect is
the,
not.
the game is
Yeah,
not coming.
struggling. The game is struggling on Xbox One. They said that they're open to it come to the Switch. How the fuck is that thing gonna run on the Switch?
well, I'm gonna say it like this: on PC, it's like no issue. So it seems like consoles may have kind of there may be some issue with handling, everything that's going on. But PC, a
The
lot of the people that
animation's the
play.
only issue that the
Yeah, yeah,
PC will
yes. The
have.
only thing is that animation is kind of weird. Like dudes is running with their legs open and shit. But that's PC.
People,
Let's talk
there's
about
a
that. Like for our
there's
third segment here, Mass Effect. So, have you had? You said you had a chance to play like the early access of it, right?
I did.
yeah. I think I played about 6 hours, 7 hours of it.
I got 7 hours in.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
impressed with it, but my problem is when I'm playing it, it's kind of hard to play when the thing's constantly juddering.
I don't want to get too spoilery because I know Terry's got that super motherfucking 24 hour
Oh,
stream.
I'm not gonna talk about the story any. The story's not
But
that
like,
special at the beginning, anyways.
I had a chance to kind of because I did the access just so I could test it out because I got like fucking I started fiending and
He started
and
feeding.
I did. I was like, I gotta fucking try it. So I'm with you on that. There's just I still am super hype about it, because Mass Effect is Mass Effect, so it's still gonna be like game of the year, honestly. I
They
just
they
it
What?
chose
just
they
wait a
chose.
yeah
minute, hold on.
yeah
You
Mass
being
Effect
for
Mass Effect is
real?
gonna be a
I don't
contender.
think it's a
It's gonna
game of.
be
I don't think it's gonna be a game of the year contender.
No,
gonna be a
no,
game of the year contender. I guarantee it. I
It's.
no.
guarantee it.
I see it scoring in the 80s, low 80s.
It'll
It's
be
only
game of the year contender. I
right
guarantee it.
now. It's only two games that's really running for game of the year, and that's Horizon and Zelda.
Right.
The game Persona 5 is gonna be a game of the year contender.
Persona
Yeah.
5 looking like it might get some super good. I know in Japan it's already been
All
scoring like
three, all
9s and
three,
10s and
all
shit. So
all three Western reviews so far look like tens.
yeah, because they said Persona 5 is like everything that because if you've played the old Personas, which I have, I've played all of them. There's always been this unique style with it, like the jazzy type of pop music that plays. It sounds so
Are you
fucking
getting it
good.
for PC or are you gonna get a PS4 Pro and play it?
I know the PC version comes out. They said quite a few months after the PS4 version, so I'm not sure. If honestly, if it's a PC version, I'm gonna get the PC version. So I'm gonna
Danny,
wait. I'm gonna wait.
Danny,
I'm gonna wait. I'm
Danny.
willing to wait.
We've been
Yes.
we've been waiting on you to join the club for a while.
God of War is my join. When God of War is announced, actually, Horizon is damn near close to it. I do
I
want to
told
play
you,
that
dude.
bad, but
I told you I would give you the hookup, but you've been bouncing on the fence.
I know, but I couldn't remember my money situation, so I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it like when I wanted to. But
Go get a loan. Go get a loan.
I'm not getting no loan.
Don't
I'm getting
listen
a
to
loan.
Mike. Don't get alone.
Right. I'm not listening to motherfucking Mike.
Mike
You know what I'm
rednecking
saying?
it.
Right.
Fine. How's your
Cole, you stupid.
I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing it.
fine? How's your credit? How's your credit? Go
No,
get.
The moment you have to make payments on a card or anything to pay for your video games or your console, you're in trouble. All right, you should
Yeah,
never
you're
be
right.
in that
You have
That's
reached a
situation.
not true.
plateau in your life
And
That's
I
not
where
think
you
he's
true.
speaking from
where you go,
experience.
am I me? You know what I'm saying? You need to have that Jaden Smith moment. Like,
That is not me.
do I exist?
That is not true,
Right.
though. If you have to get a card and pay for your game console and your games, that is not true.
If I gotta go get a loan, you said go get a fucking loan. I go up to a
Okay,
bank.
fine.
It's the same thing. If you're putting all your games, your console on a card versus going to a bank and get a loan, you're doing the same thing. You still have interest you have to pay. You still have payments you have to pay. It's the same thing. It's just people like the idea of putting on a card more than getting a loan. It's
What I'm
basically the
gonna
same
get it,
damn thing.
No,
I'm gonna
what's
get it. I'm gonna
So
get it and buy it straight out. There's no loans. I'm not gonna have to owe anybody. I just want to buy it. You
Yeah,
know,
like
that's
I don't
exactly
charge any of that stuff. Like no.
that's exact.
I straight up buy my stuff straight cash, so I have it. I don't put anything on cards anymore.
That's exactly why I try to keep $1,000 in the bank at all times.
because you just gotta have that. You know,
I
and
I
I'm climbing back. I'm
I
climbing
been
have
back
there,
to that.
done
I
that.
Climbing back.
I had my credit card debt when I was in college. I got out of it, and I'm not going back.
like I'm not going back.
You know, but you know, and Terry, you know, you don't have anything to worry about. That's all I got to say about it because I don't want to spoil anything. But
My
you know,
problem,
there's some amazing things though with it.
they
It is.
they chose the worst part of the game to allow people to play right away.
Well,
What do
they
you mean the
don't want to
worst
show
part?
you the best part. 'Cause
Right. They
No, the
just give
first
you
10, well, the first 10 hours need to hook you in order to keep you playing.
I don't
The
think
first
it
10
does.
hours
I don't think
are
it
not
does.
good.
I don't
well,
think it does.
well, I'll
So
only be
you're
playing
gonna play a
about
game
an
for 10
hour.
hours and be bored of your mind and keep playing another 20, 30, 40 hours of the same
I've
stuff.
only played an hour of it, so I can tell you right now, the hour that I've played, I'm hooked. But you know, we all have our own different things that hook us.
For example, the
Uh,
first two planets you go on are boring
oh,
planets. Eon
yeah.
and whatever the other planet is.
Well, you got to be careful with spoilers, but you
Well,
know,
there's no spoiler. I mean, the whole game is you going planet to planet. That's in the trailer of the game.
oh
When
yeah,
they
it
announced
is.
the game, they showed 20 different planets or whatever.
It's true, but Terry didn't. Terry hasn't watched any trailers or anything.
Right. She was
But
on media blackout.
that's what you do in Mass Effect. You go explore the planets. I mean, I'm not really spoiling anything.
Well, you know, there's I'd say it like this: my hour that I spent with it, I you know, I think it's pretty dope. It's just that there are some things that maybe you'll
It
get
needs
ironed out on the main
it,
release, but
it needs some
it
work.
really is dope, though.
They
It's
It
need to
needs some
it's
work.
it's
So,
redo.
dope.
so you
They
guys are
need to
telling me,
redo the voice acting.
so you guys are telling me I just spent 50 something dollars because I got the Best Buy hookup on a game that I don't even have in my hand right now. Now you trying to make me feel like that I should have waited.
You probably should have
No,
waited.
no, do
You
not.
probably should.
Don't listen to Preston because Preston hates every game.
No, he
No, I
doesn't.
So
don't.
No, no,
so
no.
don't listen to Preston.
I
You
give an
know,
honest opinion on games. I don't.
right,
Right.
Doesn't mean I
right,
hate the
Th-
game. I don't
This
hate
right.
Mass Effect. I'm just saying it
I'm
has
telling you right
a
now,
lot of
if they
issues.
had done early access for Horizon and they showed like the beginning part, I never would have bought the damn thing. So trust me, I'm sure
Right.
the game
Yeah,
is
you hate.
great. They're just showing you what they want to show you without giving you too much.
It didn't
I
Yeah, you
just
take
hate
10
on
I
that.
got
hours. It didn't take 10 hours to get into Horizon.
I've been playing this thing for days and I still haven't gotten into it.
You
I don't even
didn't.
Look, you know what?
hold on,
Well,
I
you
don't even make
didn't.
Hold on. Terry sounds like Hard Eight. Hard Eight was saying the same thing. He said the game looks great. It's okay, but he just couldn't get into it. And then like somehow in like I guess after a certain amount of hours, he was like, wait a minute, this game's okay. And he got into it.
it's dope. Eddie, believe me, when I tell you this, it's dope. Did you like the other Mass Effects?
I tried playing part two. I played it a little bit. I messed around and I put it down because The Last of Us came out. Because I had bought two and three used from GameStop. And when I finished The Last of Us, it just wasn't no way I can get back into it. It was like I'm
They're like,
spoiled.
I would go back and play three because that's what I'm playing right now. I would go back and play three
Uh,
just because it'll get you back familiar with kind of like the Mass Effect shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
didn't get
how the
that far
flow.
to part two, and I definitely did. I should have played. I should have got part one, but
Your class could be what's not doing it for you too.
yeah, I was
The way you're playing
hindering.
it, if you're not liking it, then you maybe try a different class. It just might be the play style of that
Yeah,
class that's ruining it for you.
you have to
I can't say I
unlock
didn't like
classes.
it. I'm not saying I didn't like it. It's just I couldn't get back into it I mean, think about it. The first time I've ever played The Last of Us from the beginning to the end, and I was straight off of a Walking Dead binge, and when I finished, I was like, "There's no way I could play anything else." I was
Well,
that. It was like any game that came out after that. A matter of fact, I didn't play nothing else after that. Not even GTA 5. I
damn.
just yeah, I didn't play nothing. I just waited for the PS4 to come out.
Damn.
Yeah, Last of Us really did that to me. So I mean, it was
So that was
like,
the last game that you played too.
yeah, yeah, because I tried playing some other games on the PS3, and you can go and look back through my trophies and see that right where the cutoff point was. I think the last game was like a poker game.
Damn.
The Last of Us, yeah, it was that deep. It
I
was,
like it.
Damn.
That was a damn good game.
yeah.
That'll be one I would like to check out on like PS Now and shit.
Check it out. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt to play it at 720p.
God damn, that's right.
that's
I'll just
And
get it when I
what you
get
lagging.
my.
should get.
I'll just
That's
get
what
it
you.
when I get the PS4 for God of War and shit.
Dude,
When you
Yes.
get the Pro, you can
the
play it in
story
4K.
alone, the story alone will suck you in.
I know. I want to play it.
You got
I want
kids.
to play it so bad. I do.
Even even Terry said she liked it, and the only thing she didn't like about it, I remember her telling me, was the the switching of the guns and stuff.
Oh, I hated that shit. I did not like the way you had to swap your guns around.
What do you have to pause it and switch, or is it like
It
you
was
switch it on the
just,
fly?
it was just a pain because like I can't even remember how it did it. It's like
It's kind of similar to Tomb Raider.
you had to like swap them around and you had to like click over and it didn't like stop time. So you're trying to fiddle your way over to the other gun while things are still attacking you. It doesn't like
Right.
so it
Okay.
was just like when you're playing on a harder difficulty, you get wrecked just trying to change your gun around. It's like you're gonna die if you need to switch your gun because you ran out of ammo. You're dead because you're not gonna be able to switch your goddamn gun. You're just gonna get eaten.
Danny, do you got kids?
I have a daughter, but she is
You
23.
you need to play The Last of Us.
That beginning of the game just fucks you up.
I want to play it.
Don't say
I
nothing
really
else.
do want to play it so bad. That was one of the games that really piqued my interest. But I didn't have a PS4, so it was just like I'll get it.
What?
I'll experience it. At some point.
Do you got a PS3?
I got a PS3.
You can play it then.
What are you waiting on? Go get it.
I don't want to fucking play. I want the remastered, man. I don't want the fucking PS3 version. I
Man,
want to
look,
play the
I
remastered
I
version
even
of
I
FPS and
even
shit.
I
That's
even
fine,
bought
dude.
the remaster
What?
to
Why
play.
you go trade your PS3 in, then up to a PS4?
Because when I went to GameStop to trade in my PS3, they wanted $6.
What?
They wanted six motherfucking dollars for that motherfucker.
What
They
Sell
were
it
like,
PS3
oh,
you
okay,
online.
got?
Sell it
PS3.
online. I'm telling you,
All these games. It was
people are still
$6.
selling PS3s for $100 plus online. Sell it
Really?
online.
What version of the PS3 did you have? Did you have
That's
the
because in
HD
order to
model?
a a new PS3 is still like almost $200.
What do
Yeah,
you
them jokers
have?
weren't giving me enough. I
What
got
do
I
you have?
got the original PS3.
Does it play like backwards compatible games?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Then, dude, I'm telling you right now, you probably make a
Yeah,
killing.
I just bought my PS3. I had to get the special one like you got, the one that came with the Quantum Pain, bundle because it's the only one that was
Yeah.
backwards compatible. I paid
Yeah, that was the
$200
one.
for the
Yeah.
dang thing. Because it's the rare one. So if you got the backwards compatible one, people will pay through the nose for that thing. Trust me.
Damn right, they'll pay
That
like
one's
200
hard to
Really?
come by. That one's hard to come by online.
Really? Because that's one I got. I got the one that you can play all the old PlayStation 2
Yeah.
Yeah.
shit.
Only
Then-
one model of the PS3 was backwards compatible, and that so that you can trust me, you can make money on that because everybody
Then
wants that particular model.
Smack that up on eBay and say, look, this is what I got.
Yeah, like I said, I just paid
I'm gonna do
$200
it.
for that one.
So I can get about 200 for it. You think I can get about 200 for it?
Yeah, I paid
Okay.
$200 for mine, and then they threw in Quantum Pain and the fourth game with it.
Okay, because I got that, and I got a bunch of games for PS3
Well,
though.
there you go. Throw some games in with it.
Yeah, throw
I
a
bet
couple
you-
games in there with it, and you're gold. The only thing I had to do is I had to buy a different controller because they gave me a controller that had a broken thumbstick.
What's Quantum
Really?
Pain?
Okay.
What you need to do, you need to find your buy, sell, and trade place that don't know no better.
Is that what it is? I need to go to like disc replay or some shit.
Yeah, take a big stack of games and that daggone console, and down they're gonna be like, "What do we do with this? Just give them some money."
Yeah, right
All right,
here.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that because that'll get me half of my PS4 for sure. If I can get at least 200 some odd dollars for it, that will help tremendously. So I'm gonna do that because yeah, mine's is the backwards compatible one. Yeah, but that motherfucker dusty as fuck. Like it's
Clean it up. Just clean it up, and trust me,
hmm,
that's the
okay. I'm
one
gonna hold you
people
to
want.
it.
Like I know a guy who's got that one too, and he will not part with it. If it breaks, he's gonna fix it himself because
Now,
that's the one everybody wants, and no one ever wants to get rid of. Backwards compatible one.
I'm gonna tell you why too. Because you can down put a home brew on that mug, and you can down get any fucking game you want on it for the
Oh, that's
PS3,
what
of
it
course.
is too. It's definitely
It can be jailbroken.
hackable. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Okay,
How
all right.
big's
I'm
the
gonna
hard
put
drive there, Danny?
it is I think it's a 250 or something like that, or 500. I think it's 500.
Was the
No, it's
original and
250.
500?
No, it's 250. It's 250, I think, because it's not big. It wasn't big. I do remember that. I gotta look at it because, like I said, that motherfucker is catching so much dust. It's unreal. So, I was done. I think the last game I played on that was Uncharted. What was it? Uncharted 2? Or
Oh man.
yeah, that was the last game I played. Uncharted 2
That
and
was
shit. And I was like,
like
fuck it.
2009.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it. That's what I was saying, man. It's been, and then I was all PC after that, because I was like, after that, it was like, I went straight to PC and I just started doing that. And yeah, I was like, fuck, I can use my old Xbox controller on PC and play everything I want to play. Shit, and everything took dust too. My Xbox 360 dusty as fuck. So it's like whatever. But I am gonna get it. I am gonna get it. I am gonna get it. I'm gonna sell that PlayStation 3. I'm gonna dust it off, sell it, get the 200, save the 200, get a PS4 Pro so I can be ready for God of War if it comes out
Yeah,
2017.
right
Did you
here's
get
one
an
going for 200.
expansion on your? Because when that
It's like
came out, it only had an
it's
80
like
gig hard
250,
drive. The
but this one had 250.
Because I know like the one I got that was the standard one that they had was an 80 gig.
Yeah, they have a 80 gig. Looks like a 60 and a. I'm guessing it looks like a 500 one.
And see, I got mine from GameStop because I didn't get it new. I got a used PS3.
But still, I'm looking at one right now that's going for $225.
Really?
Yeah,
Fuck. Okay. All right. All right. If a motherfucker bid on my shit, I'm gonna be mad at the motherfucker. You know what it is? I'm gonna be mad. So
like I
all
said, throw
right,
some
I'm gonna
games in
do it.
there, a controller, and shit. I'm sure someone's gonna bid on it. And that's right there's half your money because a PlayStation Pro is $399 plus tax.
$3.99 plus tax, and it come with a game, don't it? No, it
No,
doesn't. No, PlayStation 4 Pro doesn't, but PS4 does, right? They have PS4 bundles with the Pro,
the
don't
Yeah,
they?
Uncharted 4
the PS4 Slim comes with Uncharted 4.
or
That's why
Call of
I got
Duty.
that's why I got the Slim because it
Fuck
came
Call
with the
of Duty.
game.
I'm good on that shit. Okay, all right. We kind of got off topic just a little bit. Let's just
Sorry
get
about that,
back.
guys. Sorry
That's
about
all
that.
right. That's all right. That's all right. We were having delusions of grandeur. All right. Near Automata, or like Eddie says, near Automotomoto or something like
Automotive Moto.
Near Miyamoto.
that.
near,
Near
near
Miyamoto.
Automoto.
You guys playing it? You guys got it? It's out.
I,
Scoring
I
well too.
I'm playing
I
it right
got
now.
it, but I got it, but I haven't played it yet.
I just found out
I'm
I got it
playing
and didn't even know.
You're
So
right.
Look, check this out. What's the obsession with Japanese people and putting fish in their games?
You said what
Doing
they
what?
do?
This is the second. This is the second game I've played this generation where you can go fishing in. The first one was Final Fantasy
It's the
15.
Oh, I
big
hated that
pastime.
freaking fishing nonsense.
Well, the fishing in this one is a lot easier, but it's
don't
just
lie,
fishing.
Why
Terry.
would you need to fish in Automata though? I'm trying to think.
I
Okay,
don't ask
dystopian
me.
steampunk world where robots and shit is fighting. You need to fish? Really?
Well, you could do
Okay.
there's like many different types of play styles in that game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So I
You'll
heard
be
it's
doing.
almost like a bullet hell game, then like a twin stick shooter, and then like a game kind of like Devil May Cry or something like that, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
So
This mother, she is so fast when she running. It's
it's
ridiculous.
Platinum Games. I mean, it's like Metal Gear Rising, I think, isn't it?
yeah, Metal Gear Rising was the shit though. I love that game.
I
Terry's
can't
lying.
get into that shit.
She loves fishing. Ask her about Final Fantasy.
Oh
Nah,
Crap, you
yeah,
won't
that
even
shit
let me
was
stop.
horrible.
Sitting there
I'm
hitting the
sorry.
damn button to stop friggin' fishing, and the game's like, no, you must fish for eternity. Piece of trash.
It's trash.
I'm gonna be honest. That fishing in that game sucked.
I didn't do it.
Yeah,
It was so boring.
I didn't do any of the fishing.
My character
damn,
was still level 1 at the end of the game. I was like,
So was
yeah,
mine.
fuck that shit.
I think I did the one fishing mission with the cat, and after that, I was done. Like,
The
well,
hell, I don't even know where half the fishing spots are.
Preston. MLB The Show didn't that come out? That
no,
came out.
Comes
comes
out
out
the
in 2 weeks.
28th, the 28th, I
28,
think.
2 weeks.
Okay, so 28 couple weeks. I know.
It's
You
gonna
know
be
what?
the
I've been trying
shit
to watch
too.
some videos, and that shit looks pretty lit. I would actually love to play that
It's
because I
always
like
The
baseball games.
show
I just
does a
it's
great
always
job
lit.
every time.
Yeah, it's
Whoever's
always
kid.
legit.
Me and Terry's got it.
It helps.
We already
It
got the game
helps.
pre-ordered.
It helps having a first party studio making it. They can
right
all
because you
just
get that
focus on that
quality and
one
shit.
game.
Yeah,
And they're
for
just
sure.
focusing on that.
you know what?
So
I
I
might
was
check
looking
that out just to see what they do with it on the pro.
I do
because they said they
wish.
support the pro like 4K and all that shit. You know.
See,
Yeah.
I do wish that they would stop making it a yearly thing, but
Well, that's not going to stop.
That's a
Look at
sports
Madden.
thing, though. I mean, every sports has a yearly thing. Look at the
Right.
oh, I
freaking Madden
know.
and FIFA. Ugh.
I wish all sports things would do that, even Forza. I wish they would take a couple years
I
off between every
no.
Yeah,
installment.
This is
I
what they
don't
should
buy them
do.
every year. Like I had, I think, what did I have for the show? I think I had 14, and now
14
I'll
or
have
15.
17. Like I skip. Like I don't buy them every year. No point.
Yeah, I
Right.
had
This is what
16.
this is what they should do with all sports games. They should have it to where okay,
It's
you
a
buy the
subscription.
first one for the first year, and you don't do them about updates for the next 5 years, and then
Right.
you buy a new game.
That I can understand. That I can get on the train with.
Well,
I
they
could too.
That
Like you spend
and
19.99, you get you get the 2017 update. You
yeah,
spend 19.99, 2018 update.
yeah.
And then it just I could definitely would
Yeah,
support
they
that.
could.
I mean, I know some people.
that's what I've
That
Go
should
ahead.
always
go for
said.
Yeah, do like a
all.
DLC or something where you get like the new
Yeah,
rosters.
Where you get
Right.
the new roster, you
That
get
should go
some
for
new
all
things or
games.
add because you can add new things to the game too with updates. So
That
And,
if
that
you
should
just
go
want to
for
say
all games
this
that
year
come out
player
every year.
progression story.
right.
Even Call of Duty.
Yes.
Yeah, Call of Duty could definitely do that.
And
Um,
especially the developers can do things now and patch it in. And
The hardest thing about Call of Duty is their campaign every year is really different.
eh,
Well, yeah, because with Call of Duty, though,
But
that's
it's
what it is.
who plays it for the campaign is that's
I
the
do.
I
I do
do.
a
too,
lot of
but
people actually. You also say a lot of people play it for the campaign. I heard
Infinite
this
I
last.
War,
do.
for the campaign.
Whenever I do Call of Duty, I always do the campaign before
I
multiplayer.
heard this
Always.
last one was pretty good though,
I
right? This
loved it.
campaign is
Infinite
I loved
Infinite
it.
Warfare's campaign was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I loved it.
I heard
People hate on that game so much, but the campaign was great.
It wasn't even that
Titanfall had that same thing,
futuristic.
right? Like Titanfall's campaign was the shit, right? Titanfall 2.
Titanfall
Titanfall
2's
2 had a good
campaign.
campaign. I think I liked the campaign for Call of Duty more though, I think.
Yeah, Call
Wow.
of Duty was my favorite shooting campaign last year. I mean, if you don't include Doom, but Doom
Yeah, I
is
heard
kind of its own little thing, I guess.
Doom is its own beast in its own thing.
But you talk about first person shooters last year, no one brings up Doom. They bring up Battlefield, they bring up Overwatch, or
I know. Which
that's a game
Overwatch,
that should have been that game should have been free to play too.
I loved Overwatch, and then after playing it for a little bit, it was just like, why did I buy this? It's just like, god damn, I spent $60 on this shit. I feel like I should ask my motherfucking money back. But I kept playing a little bit. I kind of like it now. It's just like truly a casual thing. It's like I'll jump in and then like maybe 15, 20 minutes later I'm done.
What's that?
Yeah.
Overwatch?
Overwatch,
I haven't
yeah.
played that
Yeah.
game in months and months. Like when it first came
Yeah.
out, I played it really like I played it a lot. I had a lot of fun with it, but then I lost interest. It just be
Wait a
monotonous.
minute now.
And
That's
I
game
don't
of
have
the
fun
year.
playing it solo either. If I don't have a group of friends to help entertain to make it fun, it just gets boring.
That's
Yeah,
game
No,
of the year. That beat
what else is
Uncharted
coming out?
4.
I don't know
What
how
else is
that
coming
was
out?
game of the year last year. What do you
Are we
mean
almost
coming
over
out?
with? Are we almost
Kingdom
over
Hearts.
with March releases? What we got? What we got left?
Mass Effect, Major League Baseball, Sticks just came out.
Oh
Apparently,
yeah,
it's not
Sticks.
that. Apparently, it's not that bad.
I heard it
Kingdom
was better than
Hearts.
the first one for
I haven't
sure.
even played
Kingdom
the first
Hearts.
one. Like, I mean, I got the first sticks, but I haven't even played it.
Personas, Persona's coming. Mario Kart remaster, whatever the hell it is coming.
That's April. Mario Kart's April.
Well, I mean, Persona's April too.
Oh.
Definitely Persona though. God, man, I want to play that right now, dude.
King,
I love Persona series.
Kingdom
Terry,
Hearts.
Terry, that was one I recommended that you play too, because I know you said you were just getting into like the JRPG type space. You should definitely check out the older Personas, Persona 1, 2, 3.
I got them on my
Amazing.
list.
That's my
I added them
favorite.
to my list to get to them. Matter of me getting to them.
The Persona 3, 4, no, 4 was my favorite. 3 was great. 4 was my favorite, hands down. So 5, see, is like just like this, like I said, the scores in Japan and overseas, they're like tens. You know what I'm saying? But I know they have their scales a little different than ours here. But I still think, that Persona is going to be a beast. Um, Mass Effect too. I know a lot of people are like, no, but I think Mass Effect. Honestly, if they release this game and it's not, it doesn't have some of the things that were going on in this early play, it could be game of the year contender. I know a lot of people saying it can't. It can be. It really can be.
See, a lot
Uh,
of the early impressions are they don't really like the beginning of the game. The
yeah,
critics, is what I'm saying.
yeah. I saw some that were like, and then I saw some that said it had a lot of potential. So, I think it
Yeah,
just that,
it has
that
potential. It's just the beginning of it is just not that good.
like I said, I only played an hour of it, so I didn't get a chance to get bored. So I got in. I was still having like new game, nostalgia. You just kind of go through that. I'm playing something new, so I was hyped. So I'm still hype. I haven't had a chance to kind of get turned off by it. So, like I said, Terry, Eddie, don't worry about it. The game is going to be the shit. You're going to love playing it.
I
Uh,
think Terry will like it. I think Eddie might not like it.
oh shit.
I think Terry's gonna like Mass Effect regardless.
Yep.
No, because Terry hates a lot of shit too.
No.
But she's a huge Mass
I
I
Effect
don't.
told
fan.
you.
I'm a
I
huge Mass
told
Mass.
you.
Effect
I
fan,
just
yeah,
said, Terry.
but I still call them out on their shit when they fuck up.
Right,
Terry, you
because
hate
look,
every
she
fucking
loves
thing.
Gears, but look how she trashed Gears. Look how she trashed it, and
And
I know she
I
loves.
have a love hate relationship when it comes to Gears. Love hate
Right, yeah.
relationship.
Terry,
I got a feeling it's going
Terry
to be the
hates
other way
every
around.
fucking
I
thing.
think Eddie is going to love it, and Terry may come back with the mad face because it's something that I think it's going to be a switch. I think it's going to be that. I think Eddie's going to love it. Terry's going to be like, yeah.
Who did the voice acting for this one? I know two of the voice actors. I like them. They're like side characters, but the main voice act, like for the girl, she is horrible.
She, she does sound kind of stale and shit, but
I want to like punch her when she's talking. I'm like, girl, you're supposed
Well,
to be
it's not
me,
like they
man.
can get Jennifer Hale again, okay?
well, that's true. But I don't know. I heard that the voice acting changes like certain parts of the game that it does get really good and it does get intense. Um, some of the choices that you make and the responses are pretty intense. I think we just got to go through the game. That's one of those things where we have to sit down, take time, fucking, go through that beginning part, get to the point where you can freely do what you need, and I bet you that shit's amazing. I guarantee it.
Did
It's
you
amazing.
did you solve the murder yet?
Um,
Or your first hour, you probably haven't. I don't
yeah,
know where
yeah,
you are.
yeah. I'm like literally still trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But I did like the movement. And some of the movement and the verticalness of it. It's definitely way more
You like the
vertical.
Call of Duty-ness of it? Yeah.
Nah, because Call of Duty. Well,
It's the
here's the
same
thing.
jetpacks.
Hey! Remember spoilers.
I feel like
It's
this.
not a spoiler.
I
Yeah,
feel
to
like this.
someone it is.
No, because that was like in the trailer. I think what it is.
Everything's
I
a
love
spoiler. I haven't even
it
watched the
is.
trailers. You're like, it's in the trailer. I haven't watched the goddamn trailers.
The
Terry, you know there's a
gameplay,
jump. Terry, you know there's a jump button, right?
I
the
heard
game,
about that. I heard about
the,
that.
Okay. I say
the
it like this.
gameplay feels like Halo
If it's
mixed
a
with Call
regular
of
jump,
Duty.
that's awesome. But I kind of got
Yeah,
a little bit of a spoiler where someone showed it. It was kind of like a jetpack thing, and that pisses me. I hate that shit.
it's a
It's
mixture of
literally a,
both.
yeah, it's literally a jetpack. That's all it
It's
Yeah,
is.
it's a
that
mixture of
pisses me
both.
off. I
But the
hate
game,
jetpacks. I
but
cannot
the
stand jetpacks in games. I hate them. Hate them so much.
but I do like
I
the
just won't use
I
it.
do like to get more vertical
You're
though.
gonna, you
But
have to use it.
You're gonna have to
see
use
how you gonna
Not
get.
using it.
I don't want to say it. Like I said, you'll have to use it,
You
Terry.
have to.
Not use it.
You won't
That's
get
what
Okay,
they
well,
said
nowhere.
about Call
then
of
you might as
Duty
well.
Infinite. All right, I said you have to use the
Here's what
jumping.
you do, Terry.
Fudge that or
Create
the
your
wall running. You have to do the wall running. No, I don't.
here you
See,
go,
that's,
Terry.
see,
Create your
that's,
character and turn the game off because you gonna have to use.
you're not gonna go. No, you're gonna be stuck on. You're gonna be stuck on the first planet.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, "Fuck it, I'll just glitch myself up to the end." No, it ain't working.
But
I'll
the
throw a
problem is
grenade and I'll throw a
the
grenade and I'll
moment,
pull a what was that? Borderlands. I'll throw a grenade and stand on it and jump up there. How about that?
the
No,
moment,
that was
yeah,
Halo.
the
That was
moment you
Halo.
jump, you're using it. So
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Um, another thing I want to talk about: Horizon Zero Dawn, 2.6 million copies.
There you go.
it's
New
great.
IP. That's
It's
fucking
three.
amazing, right?
There's three
Hmm.
new IPs from Sony count this generation that has broke the 2 million mark.
And that's only in 2 weeks.
Yeah. God damn, Horizon definitely was a game that kind of set that standard for like the new IP. How to make a big splash as something that hasn't have like a two or three
I
next to
said
it.
they hyped it up well, and they delivered.
Uh,
No, they
well, yeah,
didn't.
Nah, they didn't
Sony put that
overhype
media
They
that.
machine down.
overhyped the shit out of that game.
The
No,
game
they
is
didn't.
exactly what they
It's
showed.
dope. The game is dope, and I think what it is the reviews. Because usually with the new IP, it's like, well, how did the reviewers take it? They loved it, and then people started playing it, and they just figured out, damn, this game really is fucking dope. And that
The,
word of mouth, and then all the media machine that
see,
Sony put behind it.
the thing I'm tired of is it being compared to Zelda constantly. People need to just stop that comparison.
Well, it's not the same game per se. I mean, it is an
No,
open
I mean
world first
like
person.
you go look online and that's all you're gonna see being compared. YouTube, it's they're comparing them. I'm like they're completely different games,
It's They're different open types of open world for different things.
and each game does what the other game does bad better, in my
Right?
opinion.
Because I did see that one video where it was like physics, and Legend of Zelda has some like amazing physics going on, but
But
it
there's
wasn't
nothing
that.
in the world.
But the fidelity wasn't
I don't know.
there.
I watched
There's
But
no
a lady streaming
there's
Zelda. She climbed all the way up a mountain. Giant skeleton guy showed up. He's huge. She hits it with 3 swipes of her axe and is dead. I was like, what?
Right, right.
How in the hell does
That's
a thing that big die with 3 damn hits?
that's one of my pet peeves on this game, where it
What the
pisses me the
flip?
fuck
You're
off,
literally, Link just went up against a giant skeleton dude that
dude.
would have been like the equivalent of like, Aloy
here
going
now
against
here
a Thunderjaw, and she could
but
just go up
now,
there
now,
and punch him in the damn shin 3 times and
now
he'll die. That's what
I'm
freaking
about to
happened with over there on freaking
look.
Zelda. That's
And
BS.
guess what?
F that
It
game.
happens in Dark Souls
I never
as
played Dark
well.
Souls, but
At
I
Dark
never.
Souls, same thing. If you got the right gear, you go up in that motherfucker. Skeleton is bigger than the whole screen and shit. You do that dash jump, you hit that motherfucker. That's one. You roll out the way,
Danny.
you swing, boom. That's two. You hit.
Danny,
You do another.
there's
Hold on.
nothing
You do
special
another
about the
dodge.
gear
Hold
and
on. Hold on. You do another dodge. Boom. That's three, and that's a giant fucking skeleton monster taken down with 3 hits in a hardcore ass game.
That's the
So no, that is
stupidest
not
thing.
a valid complaint.
That's the
That is
dumbest
not a
thing.
valid complaint. It's not.
And then you'll
No.
go into a game and you'll have like this tiny little like insect show up and kill you.
Well, yeah, but that's Dark Souls. Dark Souls is like
So,
you'll die by
my
air.
biggest
The
pet
thing
peeve,
is, this Zelda game is not Dark Souls. It's
right?
not that hard. It's not that hard at all.
My biggest pet peeve of Zelda of all is the fucking weapon systems.
Because they
Fuck
break.
that.
Their durability is horrible.
They are horrible. Not just horrible, they're horrendous.
You
Fucking
use a
horrendous.
weapon, you use a weapon 4 times, and it's like,
I'll
oh, I'm
say
dead. I'm like, the
three,
fuck?
3 or 4 times. I had a claymore and the ancient sword, and I used it like 3 times on enemy, and it fucking shattered. Then you're like sitting
Maybe the
there.
blacksmiths are all on strike.
No, there is
Right.
no black. There
They're
is
like,
no
we're not giving you good quality weapons no
We're
more
not
until
getting
you guys
good.
start paying
Right.
more.
We're not getting good. You're not paying enough rupees. God damn it. We need rupees, or you get no fucking swords.
You don't even get rubies when you kill an enemy, though, Danny.
No, you know. Yeah, I noticed that they changed that.
But
Like grass,
but,
like if you cut
but the damn
grass,
thing breaks enough that you're wandering the world. You're going to go wander the empty world. Where's your next weapon coming from?
so you just like hope to God that you got a weapon before you get racked.
Exactly. That's what it is.
It's like fuck. I gotta go against this big ass beast, and I got a fucking sword with one hit left.
The
Oh, I'm ripped.
Now, the only thing I heard, and I've already know people's already beaten the game, or they already have the Master Sword. The Master Sword doesn't break. That's the only
Right, the
thing.
master sword doesn't break. Right.
You
It's
can
the
use it.
master sword. Why would it?
Well, hold on. I'm
Right.
saying you get to use it, then after that, you have to wait like 10 minutes to recharge before you can use it again.
Oh, that's stupid.
Well, you have to wait 10 minutes? No, that's fucking bullshit.
You gotta wait 10 minutes before you can use it
That's
again.
bullshit. I'm about to look it up right fucking now. Fuck that. There's no fucking way. I think you trolling like a motherfucker.
No, I'm not.
I'm
People
looking
are,
at it right now, dude.
people aren't even talking about it.
Breath of
Guys are salty. I'm like, is that fucking
Yeah.
bullshit?
That's fucking bullshit. No way, man. 10 minutes?
It's not no 10 minutes.
That's the fuck I'm saying.
So it's you have to wait a bit. That's about it. But I mean, like, how are you gonna compare physics? Have you seen the world of Horizon? Every
Yes.
corner you turn, there's something there. There's monsters everywhere in this game. There's beasts everywhere. There's always something there. This, like I said, this is probably the most alive I've seen an open world game. There's always something going on somewhere around you. And you got Zelda, you're running around, and it's empty half the time.
Far Cry did a good job though too. You can
Of
run around
course.
Far Cry and there's
Oh,
But like I'm saying,
man.
of course you could do more physics when there's nothing there.
Can I say something real quick?
Plus, there is water physics, and that water does have oil in it. It's gonna catch
So right
flames.
there it is.
I need to say something real quick.
It's even by Polygon. Go ahead.
Eddie.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Okay, Nier got it like a what? About on a review about an 88, right?
It's the
Nier?
same as Horizon.
Okay.
Yes.
It no about 89. I think it's 89. It's got 1 point more than Horizon, but it has
No,
frame
Horizon
rate
has 1
issues.
point more.
Yeah. It has frame rate issues, and I see it real bad. It's not like where I'm going to stop playing the game, but it has frame rate issues. Now, from my understanding, The Legend of Zelda has the same frame rate issues.
Yeah, when it's docked, it drops into the low 20s. Which is when it's. I only want to play it docked. I'll better play it on my TV.
Right.
So do you see the bias in that? I mean, come
Right.
on, man.
Man, we already know Zelda has critics wrapped around its finger.
Right.
I mean, there's no doubt. I'm not saying it's a bad game or.
No, I'm not knocking it. I'm not
It's
saying
not a bad game at all. It's a really good game, but I don't think it's redefining anything like they're saying it is.
like Terry said, it shouldn't be no game getting the perfect score.
But I mean,
Not this
Skyward Sword was a 96 on Metacritic, and a lot of people have problems with that game, like a
Yeah, I
lot
didn't
of
like
issues.
I didn't
People
like
look
Skyward Sword.
people look back on that game and they don't like the game at all.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan
Now,
of
did
People
you
who-
find that article, Danny? Did you find it?
people who give in the game 10s say the game doesn't deserve a 10. I'm like, then why give it a 10?
Skyward.
Like the guy from IGN, the guy who gave it a 10, he gave the new one a 10. He gave Skyward Sword a 10. And he said that game doesn't deserve a 10. He gave
It
it a
doesn't
10.
deserve a 10.
No, I'm talking about Skyward Sword, yeah. He said
Oh,
it doesn't deserve the 10 that he gave it. I'm
oh.
like, well, if
I'm
you
talking about.
stop, they need to stop reviewing games with such nostalgia for everything.
I'm saying Zelda does not deserve a 10.
It's
But
like
if
the
you,
Jim Sterling getting death threats over a fucking review.
yeah, we're going to get into that.
That was my next topic here with that. That was terrible, and
Hold on,
you know,
before you jump
that
into that, did you
never happened with the death
did you
threats.
go find that? Did you find
They
that article, Danny?
Yeah, I
What?
saw it. I heard about it. I mean, I was I was
No,
online.
I'm talking
So
about. I'm talking about the article on the Master Sword. Did you find it?
yeah, I did. You were fucking right, dude. And I'm
I
shitty and
told.
triggered.
it's
But
Yeah,
10
no,
minutes.
you gotta
I
wait.
don't want to get anyone
You got.
triggered.
You gotta wait a real live 10 minutes before you can use it again.
Ugh. Um.
That shit is
uh,
bullshit.
we were talking about.
Better
I'm
not
I'm
miss
skipping
your
subject.
swing then, right?
Right.
If not,
The Legend of Zelda review. Now he gave it what, a 7, right?
they gave it a 7. I thought that was decent. That's a decent
Yeah,
review.
7 is still good. It's not like it's
I
terrible. I
mean,
mean,
if you read his review, all the complaints he had are actual complaints that many people have had.
I can't believe people blew up that big about that. It's like he's one person.
They
You
were
know what I'm saying?
they were going after his website. They were DDoSing his website.
I saw
Yes.
that he got DDoS bad as fuck on that shit. I saw
I'm
that.
like,
I saw
Well,
the
what
threads. I
the fuck are
saw
y'all doing?
they
They're
somebody
don't
making
really
found his
like Jim
address or
Sterling
some
anyway.
shit.
They don't
People were
like him
so.
anyway because he when he gives his reviews, he gives his straight up honest opinion. He doesn't sugarcoat shit. And the
I
thing
know.
is, these fanboys, they need to damn stop wanting somebody to stroke their fucking ego, man. Cause just because you dedicate your life to a game or to a game console doesn't mean nobody can damn knock it. Because if something's wrong with it, you have to be critical about it. You
Because I
gotta
mean, there were some reviews for Horizon that weren't, they weren't the greatest. I mean, some outlets gave it like a 7.6,
You
and
they
then
gave it a
US Gamer
look.
gave it a 16,
I'm gonna
yeah,
say this right
16, yeah.
now.
and turned
Look,
around and gave Zelda a 10.
look.
And
They complained about Horizon being like Witcher and Far Cry and a bunch of other
yeah,
open world games. They praised Zelda for being like Skyrim and Witcher. I'm like,
exactly.
what the really?
That was clickbait at its best.
And apparently
Well,
the
you know
dude was
how it
like,
is.
the dude was having an emotional time and he reviewed Horizon or something. They said, I was like, what? It makes no
What? Why let
sense.
him fucking take that review away from him if he's all emotional?
But it's like the
That's
review that Uncharted got last year, and people started making petitions, which was stupid. I mean, at least there weren't death threats and shit.
I
But
know death threats. I mean, really, this motherfucker, what he eat don't make you shit. I don't
it's like
understand.
No Man's Sky. People gave that dude death threats for delaying the game. Then the game came out, and it gave.
They gave him death threats for lying. They were like, "Motherfucker, you was waiting. Now fuck you." You
No,
know
he
what I'm
got death
saying?
threats for delaying the game,
I know because I know when he pushed it back because remember they showed it at E3 and then it was supposed to come out and then Sean came out and said he had
and
to push the
then
game and
let's look
then
at the Master Chief Collection. Again, came out broken. People were sending the guy death threats.
it's
All
just
three
like
consoles like
Fucking
that. People need to
stupid.
chill the fuck
it's like
out.
if that
Exactly.
motherfucker does a review really hurt you that bad to the point where it's touching your soul and you need to motherfucking lash out really. I mean
See,
there's been so many games over the years that I thought was a fucking masterpiece that didn't get the score that I thought it deserved, but
Mafia 3
does
didn't.
that mean
You got the reviews it deserved.
what's that?
Mafia 3.
Let's not go
Oh no,
there.
I love Mafia 3. I love
But
Mafia 3. You know what I'm saying? I think it
Sonic,
was Mafia 3 was a moment where it proved that developers can do some shit that's not the normal and they can also touch on subjects that are not so
they,
fucking
they
sugar coated and
didn't.
friendly.
They didn't.
Uh,
They didn't do anything that Quantum Dream hasn't been doing. I mean,
Ma-
Sonic,
cinematic.
no,
no,
but
Mafia
racism
3.
in the South and then letting it be so violent and the story was
I
like
know, but I mean, like the
center went
setting is.
against.
But you made them two separate things. Is what I was saying. The cinematicness of it has been done a lot.
Well, no, I just mean as far as telling that type of story in that way.
Mafia 3
You know,
Mafia 3 did what a lot of games have been trying to do, and that's tell a Hollywood quality story in a video
right?
game.
one that you could literally watch, like you would be gripped. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
It,
It's that good.
if they
And
kill off that
Beyond Two
last,
Souls was that for me.
yeah,
huh?
Beyond
Right.
Two Souls actually had a great story too.
It was
I
just
still
kind
ain't
of
hit that.
edited a little bit funny.
I just didn't like the play style. It was more of like a point and click, but I did like the story on it. That kind of drove me through that game. But um,
Quantum Break
also,
has an interesting story, but
yeah, Quantum
That
Break,
game bored me to
yeah, Quantum Break. You said you beat it
story.
without upgrading, right?
You can literally get through the whole game on the hardest setting without upgrading, except the final mission with the boss is the only one that you need to use your upgrades. Other than that, you don't need them.
yeah, that final boss was fucking. My, I couldn't stand the final boss in that game.
Shit was trash.
So it had a
Uh,
boss.
They didn't explain anything. They're
it was
like,
just
here's
like
this
here's the
dude that
boss,
shoots all this at
right?
you. Good luck.
But
Worst boss fight.
but was there ever a moment where a reviewer like it truly touched you and you got emotional about a review? I mean, be
No.
honest. Was there
Nope.
ever a review that you felt like I'm fucking crying out? I'm gonna send a
See,
letter.
No.
here's my view on it. This is what gaming's about. People like different things. There's a game out
Right.
there for everyone.
Right.
People aren't gonna like all the same things. That's the
Somebody
beauty of
wants
it.
Barbie Adventure HD on the Pro. You know it. Somebody's out there wants that motherfucking game.
Hell, my
But
little
does
girl
that
might
mean
want it.
right? And if they got a better score than motherfucking near, I mean, does that mean that I should fucking send a death threat? No, that means that whoever was viewing that game was saying that it was good for this audience.
It's like that game that came out last year with the name Pony Island. It was actually a good game, just had a horrible name.
Yeah, it did. It was like Pony Island. It was like, oh, yeah, it was a bad name. But the game
That's a
was
game.
okay. But
That's a game Terry should play.
Yeah, I seen it
nah,
streamed enough. I'm not
I'm
gonna.
gonna say no.
My thing is these mofos that they're looking at these reviews and they're die hard for their consoles. They need to sit back and rewind, drink a few beers or something just to calm down.
Just to calm the fuck down. Like I said, get you some pussy, get you some dick. I guarantee it'll calm you the fuck down. It
Smoke
See,
it.
will.
I'm a guy. I read a lot of the reviews. I read the good ones and the bad ones.
They
I
say
like to
here
see. It gives you a good idea of
of the game.
what some people might hate something, but other people like it. So obviously,
Right,
it's going to be a love hate thing.
I try not
Hmm.
to pay
right,
attention to
exactly.
reviews when it comes to games, just because everybody has their own play style, so everyone's going to experience a game differently. So,
Right.
Absolutely.
I
so
mean,
there's
No Man's
to
Sky
me
got good
to
reviews.
me a game review is just worthless because everybody is going to have their own experience, their own opinion. Just stay away from it. Stay away.
Right.
Hey,
Like
Danny, can you look up something for me?
What's that?
I think No Man's Sky got better reviews than Mafia 3.
Did No Man's Sky get better review? No
I
way. Let
don't
me
know.
fucking look.
But
That I
Look
don't
it
think
up.
happened.
but
Look
the
it
Let me
up.
whole
see. Okay.
but the
Okay.
whole
No.
Sterling
Are we able to progress though? I do have a stream in 15 minutes, and I'm kind of streaming.
Absolutely.
I can't dip out unfortunately. Otherwise, you're all dipping out. So
Let me just look up this one last thing real quick, and then we'll go to the fun around here. Let's see.
all right.
No Man's
But
Sky.
as you're looking it up, like I said, the whole Sterling thing on the
Okay,
review,
so
yeah,
it got a
that
61
was no culpable.
for No Man's Sky. Got a 61. Let's see what Mafia.
I mean, on No Man's Sky had like a 70.
It's got a 2.5 user score on Metacritic.
video, Jesus.
Automatic fucking trailer on the motherfucking.
Oh God, that was
Metacritic.
loud
I
as
finna,
shit.
I finna say,
That loud
damn,
as
Terry
fuck,
said,
wasn't it?
fuck
I was
what he
like,
want.
God
Right.
damn.
Headset
I was like,
warning, a
Terry
little
probably,
delayed headset warning, but sorry, viewers.
Thought
Boy.
Terry was getting ready to go live and like, fuck that. Welcome to this Cool Cats Terry gaming night.
See, hey, Danny, No Man's Sky has a 71 on PS4.
Okay, and it's got a 62 on so it's 1 point better than No Man's Sky.
Poor
Mafia
Rolo.
3 did.
Like I'm still alive over here.
All right.
See, the
Let me
Mafia
scroll.
3 version of the PS4 is. If I can find it.
I was trying to find it on PlayStation 4.
no,
It got
no
It
Man's
was like
Sky
a
has 71.
68.
Yep, I see it. Yeah, so it got kind of like a tiny bit better than No Man's Sky. I think because of the lies too that kind of brought that score down for No Man's Sky, just because of the people finally played it and were like, "What the fuck is this?" Uh,
I,
like I don't understand what the fuck this is.
I
See,
think
on
But No Man's
PS on
Sky is still a
PS4, No
game,
Man's
though, that
Sky
there are
has
people
three
that
points
still like
higher
it.
than Mafia 3.
So, I mean, it still goes towards, reviews don't mean anything. There's still going to be people that are going to like a game or hate a game,
right.
Right, look at
regardless.
me. We love Mafia 3, and just because of that score, who gives a fuck? We played it. It's all about playing the game. Just play it, guys and gals. If y'all listening, just play it. Just go play the fucking game. If it's something that interests you, go try it out. Just, support the developers. You'll probably end up enjoying it, regardless of what people's opinions are. If it's something that you like, it's something that piques your interest, just go fucking play it. Fuck all these guys who feel like their opinions count, and don't send death threats if you do follow fucking opinions, because that's what it is. It's an opinion, it's not fact.
Yeah.
And just rate the shit yourself. So all right, on that note, because I know Terry has got to do her thing, let's get to the final round. Who wants it? Who needs it? Who wants it?
I don't need it.
Let Terry have it.
What am I going to go on
Okay.
about?
I know you hate everything.
I hate what?
Yeah.
You hate everything.
I hate everything.
All right. I guess I'll take it. I'll just take a few seconds. I just kind of want to reiterate what I said earlier. Just don't send death threats. It's just people's opinion. I mean, like you guys, I hear you guys talk about the Switch and how garbage it is and shit like that. But you know what? I'm still hype on it. I still want to play it. I still think Legend of Zelda is amazing. Um,
Besides the
and
Master
it's
Sword.
See,
that's sort now that's pissing me off.
see,
But
the
you
Switch
can't
is
interrupt
not
me.
garbage. It's just half-assed.
You are breaking final round rules.
Team on you guys.
I like that. No.
Well, I'm just
But
saying. We said it was trash. I'm like, no, it's
It's the
well, you
half-assed.
final
replied,
round.
well,
That means he
right,
says what
right,
he wants
right.
and we
And no
bite our
matter whoever
tongues, man.
takes it, the rules were I am always right. I can't be interrupted, and my time is mine.
He said you
So
are breaking
back to what I
final
was saying,
round rule.
I love
guys.
it.
A lot of people down talk Nintendo, and like I said, it all goes back to what we were talking about as far as reviews. You have to make your own judgment. I understand that people have passion for the franchises that they love, some that they've grown up with, like Legend of Zelda and other things. But you have to realize these people, they may not like what you like. You have to understand that people have their own minds. They have their own thought process on certain things, and you can't try to change somebody's mind by force and shit. People when they have their mind made up, it's made up. If that dude thought that Legend of Zelda was a fucking 7, it was a 7 to him. The next person, like I said, saw it as a 10. So can you really be shitty with him? Hell, he bought the game, he played the motherfucker. He went out and bought a Switch, so he already supporting the company. I think that gives him all the right to kind of talk about how he felt about his playthrough of the game. And I may not agree with it because I still think Legend of Zelda is a masterpiece, but it's his fucking thought, it's his opinion on it. And you guys should really chill out, calm down, take a breather, drink some water, get a hug, something.
Get
Just
started.
calm down, please. Okay, I think that's it. That's enough time that I'm taking for the
Final round.
all right, Preston, and go.
Oh, you want me to go on the Switch? I'll talk
No,
about the
because we don't
Switch.
have time because Terry has to do her thing. She has to keep up with her
All
schedule.
right. All I want Nintendo to do is release a console with all its features. Not don't release a half-assed console.
I'm
Release it
with
in
you
the
on that,
fall.
Gates.
If they released it with the virtual console, if they released it with media support, if they released it with all the other stuff that's coming to it, like the online stuff. If they all release that right now, this console might be awesome. And get a bit
I'm
more
with you.
games. I mean, I don't mind indie games. If you're taking indies on the go, it's not really taking console gaming on the go. You got Zelda, and that's about it. All the other games aren't console games; they're indie games that
Right.
you
Yeah,
take
like
anywhere.
Bomberman and shit like that.
It's no
Yeah.
different than what the Vita was doing. Now you're breaking the rules, Danny.
Hold on, but you ain't in final round over.
Yeah, it's
I'm doing
over.
my own final round.
You're just
Ain't no
you're
final
just
round
voicing
over.
your opinion
No, the
now.
round over. There ain't no second final round. You know.
He's like, this is the true final round. Yours doesn't matter.
Frankie.
No, but like I was
It's like
saying,
alternate
Wow.
final round. You know.
the idea of the Switch is not bad. It's the execution of the Switch is my issue with it. They released
That's
it
fine.
without everything. That's why I'm saying when
That's
people
fine.
ask
That's fine.
when people ask me if I would recommend it, I would recommend it in the fall maybe when they have all their features lined up. You know how the online is going to work. You know how much you're going to be paying. Because right now you're
Right.
going to be basically beta testing the online, and then the online might be trash when it comes out. The virtual console is one of the biggest things it has going for it, and that should have been there at launch. Imagine being able to play all those games right now. That console would
I
be
know
awesome.
it would be. You know. I
The
just don't
console
want
is
people.
basically a 6 right now. The game it could have been an 8.
I just
If
don't want people to get bent out of shape. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to calm the fuck down.
yeah.
Like
See,
PS
everyone
Now,
thinks
calm
see,
down. You
like
know.
my problem is everyone thinks I hate it. My thing is I'm speaking on the issues it does have. I think it is half-assed because there's literally nothing there besides Zelda. You got Zelda and you got a couple games. You go on the eShop, it's one of the worst looking shops I've ever seen
Like a
because there's
spreadsheet
nothing
and
there.
shit.
Half the games are Neo Geo games. That's literally half the store right there. You got Neo Geo fucking games.
Ooh, boy, if I didn't know you was young, I'd have thought your age was showing.
Then
But
you have well, have you been up? The store has a bunch of Neo Geo games. Literally, they're Neo Geo ports.
and I'm just surprised that you know a lot about Neo Geo or you understand what Neo Geo is.
Well, I started gaming on the Atari, and then I kind of moved up from the Atari. I kind of went up from the
Wait, and
Atari.
how old are you again, Preston? You said you were young, dude, man.
23, but my dad owned all the consoles. I even have I still have a Genesis in my closet.
He was grandfathered in.
I see. I see.
That's what I'm saying. I might be critical of things, doesn't mean I hate it,
Not
I
but
bad.
I
get
have a
it.
lot of knowledge of games, so I'm gonna be kind of like that.
I get it. Remember
I'm
how I
just not
felt
very
after
nice.
the
I'm
remember
just
how I
not.
felt at the Nintendo press conference. So I get it. I get it that because you can still support it and have gripes about what you support. So
Yeah.
I
And
feel it.
I like Nintendo. I want them to do good, but they need to be better than what they're doing. They're so far behind the other two. It's not even
It's
crazy right
just
now.
always constantly playing catch up for sure. All right, all right. Well, you know what? Let's end the show on that note. I know Terry has to get out. Plus, she's hosting the fucking shit tonight
All
because
right.
shitty ass Firefox is pure piss. But you know what? Let's go ahead and roll on that note. I want to thank Terry, Eddie, Mike, Preston, myself for coming out. Thank you everybody for watching. Quiet, Rolo, all you guys. Thank you for tuning in and keeping the chat lively. We'll be back next week, hopefully at a better time than when we started. Definitely was on
Hopefully.
CPT time today, but we got it done. So yeah, check us out next week, 9 p.m. On this same channel. And you know what? I'm trying to think if because there was one other thing I had, but I can't remember what the fuck I was gonna say. I hate that. You have a thought and then you go, fuck, I lost it. So whatever. So we'll end it on that note. We'll catch you guys later. Uh, 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 Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. It's the platform. We're the platform. It's 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 the platform. Yeah.